blowing the wire. It's so weird. Why is it doing this? I don't have anything else in my background. It's just a stream. Please start. Oh, I think we're good. Yeah. It just went live. Like 20 seconds. 20 seconds. I guess I don't know. I've been noticing that like certain things are. I don't know. I gotta check like my components on my PC. I don't know if because okay, this is what happened. Like our lights just went out. Like all of a sudden, like in the middle of the day, like around like 1 o'clock. We're just chilling, and like I was downloading something. I was updating a game, and like everything just died. And the lights went out. Everything was gone. We're like, oh shit, we lost power. Like I thought I didn't pay the bill or something. I was like, I forgot or something. So like I looked, I'm like, no, I paid the bill. So I called and they said like I guess somebody hit a power line or something. And like it affected 2,000 people because like no one had like power. Am I dark?
Yeah, very.
It's the camera. If you see my background, I have my desk where the new place is, and like you can see like most of my apartment now. We're still like organizing everything.
I just forgot to pay my electric and I got them from work. So, and normally, like, they're pretty quick fast working that on.
Yeah, where I live was they're pretty quick. They don't take like a crazy amount of time. Do you have a hair tie by any chance? My hair is.
To pay my rent this month because I was in Italy for like 90% of it.
Wait, but do you live in an apartment complex owned by like a company or is it like a landlord?
So it's weird. It's a landlord, but a company owns it, but like the landlord runs it, you know? And the landlord's always pretty cool because sometimes I'll be late, I don't know, 5 days, because it lines up better with my pay so that I'm not like worried about it, you know?
Yeah, if I mean the landlord would be like I think more cooler than like a company.
Usually they're pretty cool.
Yeah, like where I live, if I don't pay the rent, like by the automatic, okay, my hair does not need to be that pulled back, babe.
I didn't pull it
I
back.
can
that
feel
much.
my eyes being ripped out. My eyelids are going up.
I am doing your hair because you don't know how to do shit to it. Be grateful.
Holy crap! It's
All I did was
I
just
don't
pull it
tie it that
together.
hard. It's
All I did was just pull it together.
yeah, you pulled it so.
I didn't even do a full like turn.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, asshole. Gosh, this is what I get for helping.
Right?
So ungrateful.
I'm sorry.
So on the 19th, I got a text from my landlord. They're like, "Hey, you paid your rent this month." I sent him a text back. I was like, "I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I haven't even like a couple days ago, and it just like I didn't think about it." And he was like, "Oh, no problem. Just let me know when you pay it." And I was like, "I paid it right now, so like you're good." I'm just
See
wasn't
where
ready for that.
where I live, like if you don't pay, so you have until the third to pay it. If you don't pay it on the third,
Same.
you're automatically a late fee, right? But
Mhm.
they don't like call you or anything. They're just gonna put a letter. Like on the fifth day, they'll put a letter, and it will say, "Hey, you have until the 9th or the 10th, to make the payment, or you're gonna get evicted."
Yeah, same with me.
Like it's because our complexes are owned by like a fucking multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, huge company. Huge
I've
company.
had that
Has tons of
before.
places there.
I've had that before, but the guys have been cool.
See, there's a,
Since I've
so
talked to them.
I think there's like cons and pros for it, like on both sides. You have a landlord, it's a little bit like you can negotiate with them. You can like be like, hey, if I can't make this month, like my dad when he was rough during COVID, like he's like, I can't make this month or the next month, but then I'll be sure to make the next 2 months and the third month. And like they were cool with it. Like you can negotiate like shit like that. You couldn't do that with like a company that owns the apartment complex. Like they would never let that go down. Like I've
Mhm.
tried. The most that they would let me do is split my payments. Like I give them half of the rent. I still have to pay a late fee, but I give them half of it and
Yeah.
then the rest of the half. But like,
That's
but
always
here,
wild when they're like, I can't afford it, but they're all right. Well, pay some of it. We're still going to give you a late fee, but then pay some.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
what
like,
like what the fuck is the point of me paying it all right now?
the good
Like,
thing about it, the good thing that I like though, is that because of how the contract are made, that if they don't make sure that my apartments, like everything that's labeled in that contract, they have to like hold truth to that. So if they
yeah,
say, hey, we're charging you amenity fees for the we make sure the place is clean, you have a gym here, you got a pool, like I wasn't able to use that, and like they started letting everybody else in like the immediately when COVID started happening, because the moment that they stopped us from using it, everybody had the same thought. We're like, okay, we'll lower my rent because all these amenities are gone.
yeah,
yeah.
And they're like, oh, never mind, it's all open, you can go in, whatever, just wear a mask.
yeah, just don't die.
Yeah. Like at that point they don't care, because it's like the offset is like, well, everybody's gonna ask for like lower rent because of no amenities, because that's this whole thing like they sell on, oh, we keep the place clean. Like I almost wanted to make a complaint because the new people that owned it, right,
We're
that
not
just
keeping up.
are not keeping up with the trash. I don't know what's going on with the trash, but like for like a couple of weeks the government, the like our statewide trash people that pick it up, the city wasn't coming to pick up our trash for some reason.
Probably on
and
strike
and
or something.
yeah, I don't know what was going. They were picking up trash everywhere else. Like I would see them pass by our apartment when I was walking Rocco. Yeah, they go to
Well,
everywhere else but like our apartment complexes.
Well, you have
our
to pay for that though.
Yeah,
That's
so
how you
I
pay.
don't know what's going on. Like I don't know if like whoever owned the apartment complex wasn't like paying them, but like for a good, and they were sending us emails like, oh, I hope everybody like can chill out, and like because they're upset, like because there was like rats
there's
coming in and
garbage
everything.
everywhere.
Yeah, I mean rats were coming and everything. And like I have a dog, people have dogs here. If we start walking our dogs, and like there's like all these rat fucking feces everywhere and everything. Yeah.
My complex had to pay extra to make sure that the garbage would come more than once a week, because it used to come only once a week. But there's like 50 apartments here, so like it would fill up. It's like one little dumpster, and then it started coming 3 times a week, and it was still overflow. And then they're like, we want everybody to keep the garbage in the garbage. They're like, if you could keep garbage in your house a little bit longer if it's filled up. And I
But then it
think
just
everybody
piles
did.
up.
Well, I think everybody else started to do the same thing. They were like, listen, if we're going to do this, you're going to lower the rent. And then all of a sudden, they're like, all right, garbage is coming every day of the week.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
what I like is like I would love to have a landlord, but they gotta keep up on their shit. Like, so if my air conditioner breaks, they gotta make sure that shit gets fixed. Some landlords don't give a fuck. Some
Yeah.
landlords be like, whatever, dude, you deal with it.
See,
But
I
like,
didn't mind having landlords that like were like deal with it, because then I would be like, all right, I fixed it. This is how much it costs. You have to take that off my rent or pay me or something. And usually it's worked out like that. They're like, all right, it's done. Give me the receipt for your stuff, and I'll take some off for you doing it. Or if you paid somebody, give me the receipt for them, and I will take it off your rent. And then the same thing, if I wanted to break a lease, I'd be like, all right, this is against codes, so I'm gonna go ahead and be done here.
Yeah, well, one good thing about my complex, even though it's pretty shitty, is they always fix everything. Like you give them a maintenance request, like they're there within a couple of days to fix it. In the summer, like if your AC stops working, like that's an actual literal emergency. Like it's so hot that they have
yeah,
to.
I think
Sure,
it's
AC's
AC. If the refrigerator is fucked up, if
Mhm.
your toilet or the bathroom is not working,
Yeah,
like
any
the
leak.
shower, those are all
Yeah.
emergencies. Like they have to come out like right there and then.
Yeah. One thing that pisses me off here, though, is I think our boiler is a piece of shit. So our water gets turned off like constantly, at least like 4 times a month. That I'll get like a text or an email that's like, "Hey, there's a leak," or "Hey, the boiler's not working. Like we have to turn off the water for a few hours." I'm just like, seriously. And luckily, most of the time, like it's just kind of during the day when I wouldn't be home or wouldn't need to take a shower or whatever. But it's obnoxious. It's like at this point, get a new boiler. Like, it's crazy. It's so stupid. And then Memorial Day or something, like right towards the end of summer, someone crashed into like our front gate. So it just like hasn't been working. So it's just been open for the past couple of months, and people have been complaining. So we finally got an email that's like, "Hey, we're fixing it now. Stop complaining."
I
Yeah.
had
I would be the one that would complain. Like if I'm paying all these amenities, for sure. Like when I was going to the gyms, like here before, I don't go to the gym now because like I don't know if they even keep that clean COVID wise. Like, nah, I'm not taking the chance. But before, some of the machines didn't work, and I'm like, there's no way you're paying me, or you're charging me like all this money, and the gym doesn't work. Like, fucking fix it.
For me, like it's a kind of a pain in the butt to put in my code to get through the gate. So it's kind of nice not to have to do that for a while. Plus, there's like a huge pothole where like your right tire sits as you're putting in the code. So like I could just avoid that. But now we're back to the gate, and we're back to having to drive.
I hate the gated communities where even if you are a resident, you still have to like call. Like, okay, you know those one that you have to call the person's phone and they gotta press a button to let you in.
Mhm.
So where my friend lives, you would think that they give you like a key card, right? Like, so if you live there, you can just go. You don't have to freaking call your own phone. Nope, this place you got to call your own phone.
wow,
So dumb. I would
that's wild.
I'll travel with like my friend to his apartment, and like before it, and be like, "Oh, I gotta call myself." I'm like, "What? You gotta call? What the fuck?
I gotta
Yeah.
call myself, let myself in.
You don't got like a key fob or something? You, like just scan it and you just get in. Like there's not a designated own like resident side. Like no.
Nope. Yeah, no, I don't know. I
Would-
mean,
Would you rather live in a gated community or non-gated?
for me, I feel like the gate doesn't really matter because people will just like walk in off the street like when someone drives through. So like
What
I
if
don't really
it's-
feel like it's doing very much.
Okay, what if you had the option between gated with security up front where they gotta like let you in, or non-gated community?
I don't know. Frankly, I don't really care. Like that's not something that's ever been like high on my list of things I'm looking for. Just
I'm
like, oh, if it is,
non-gated.
all right.
I'm for sure non-gated or non like attendant if I'm in a complex, because like even though it's definitely not a normal thing, I feel like it should be a thing to like tip that guy, even though it's not. You know,
Normally,
like in my head.
normally you do like on Christmas.
Yeah, I'm Christmas.
Yeah,
Like they
but
do
I'm
that. They
thinking
do
like
that with
every day
doormen.
I leave, like, oh, you're holding the door open for me. Here's $1 or something. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Thank you, kind sir.
Well, okay, well, you're thinking of doormen. Like here in Florida, you've been here in Florida. We don't have. Well, we have some buildings like that in like Miami or somewhere, but like out in like the suburbs, like it's just like one guy sitting at the gate.
Yeah,
It's
we have
just like-
those. That's what.
Yeah, like my aunt, she lives in a really, really like nice area, and like it's like townhouses, but it's gated community, and there's a guy there, and like he's like, all right, let me get your ID, who you coming in for? They call them up, hey, we got somebody here for you. Like I think that's pretty cool. Like the gated's like I understand, like you can get in, get out, like it's probably easy as hell to get in.
Yeah, that's how my uncle's place is out here. He's rich, very much so, and the complex or like the neighborhood he lives in, a lot of professional sports players like have houses there, like famous people have houses there. So it's the same thing. Like if you're a guest, you have to like pull up to the little security guard booth. They like make sure that you're on the list, and if you're not, like they call the people. They take a picture of your license plate. Like they print out little directions to get you to where you need to go. It's like, yeah, that's nice, but I don't know. I just feel like that's so bougie.
I mean, that's upper, when you live in the life,
I
when
guess
you got
gotta
the moolah,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
To,
Don't want randos.
to backtrack on the conversation just a little bit, I had a pretty funny story about issues with apartments.
Oh.
So this building I'm in is like super old. I think it's from like the 50s. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. It was on the site. But
Where you living now?
yeah. And it's heated by like is it radiant heat? Is that the heat that like is water?
I think so. Yeah.
Whatever.
Radi-
There's
I
water
don't
going
know.
through the like little heaters along the floor line. and it freezes if I don't use it, like during this winter. And
Ooh,
I'm a very like, I don't know, it has to be pretty cold for me to put some like heat on.
same.
Like I wear sandals year round. So and the heat all of a sudden wasn't working. It was like cold as shit outside. It was like 16 degrees outside. The heat wasn't working. I was like, all right, well, I think the heat's broken. So I put in a request for it. Nothing. I didn't hear anything back and nobody showed up. And then I was like, all right, I guess I'll just deal with it. Like, whatever. I don't know. I'm just one of those guys who like doesn't put a big thing on things. And like, I should have 100%. I should have been like, hey, where the fuck are you? But I happened to run into the maintenance guy in the hallway and he's like, oh yeah, I'm fixing some people's heat. I was like, I'm up here. I put in a thing for it. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, but my heat's not working. He's like, all right, I'll come up there after I'm done with this one. He's checking. He came in and he walks in. He goes, holy fuck, your heat is not working. I was like, well, yeah, that's what I said.
Whole point of me calling you here, bro.
And he goes, no. Like, I didn't realize yours was like this. He's like, I wouldn't have made you wait. These people were complaining that they can't get the heat over 70. Yours is off. I was like, yeah, it's cold. Can you fix it? And he did.
Probably
But
looked at
it
you
was just
like,
funny.
bro, there's no heat. Like, yeah, no, that's what I'm calling. No, you don't understand, bro. There's no heat.
Oh, I'm aware.
I forgot somebody was. I remember I got like injured during basketball. I think somebody said that, like, one of those realizations where you're like telling somebody something, and they're like, "Oh no, you mean this?" Like, no, bro, that's exactly what I just fucking said.
Yeah.
Or like,
And then they repeat it again. They're like, no,
I
no,
forget-
but
I forgot
like,
who.
yeah,
I think
no,
it was
no.
my coach, and I told him like, yeah, I'm spitting up blood, because I like I hurt my my rib, and he's just
He
like,
said-
all right,
you're
well,
hurt.
yeah, but you're like, what is it, like just little specks? I'm like, I guess, man. And then I coughed up a bunch right there, like after the timeout, and he's like, oh, you're really spitting blood. I'm like, that's what I just said. Like, what?
I just said this.
What do you mean? Like, are you? What the fuck? Some people need a minute for like the fucking shit to go through.
So how was everyone's week? Mine was shit.
Mine was just normal. Nothing really.
Mine was pretty good. I took an impromptu trip to Miami.
What?
You what? And you did call up Soul?
You're in Miami?
I mean, I'm like 30 minutes away from Miami.
Oh,
You could have stopped by my house.
Jesus.
I didn't know you were there. I would have partied with you.
I told you I live like 20, 30 minutes away from Miami.
I don't
I live in Fort Lauderdale, which is right next to Miami.
I remember you saying you live in Florida, but I didn't remember like where you were. Like at all. For some reason I thought you were way, way north.
No, I can't. No, I could not do north. No.
Yeah, I stayed on South Beach. I went to the Versace mansion.
Oh, okay.
I went to have you guys seen the Birdcage?
Yeah.
That Robin Williams movie?
Mm-hmm.
I went to that building. There's a bar in there. It's actually not like that movie. It's not a drag club at all. It's just like a hotel with a hotel bar.
It used
But-
to be.
Did it really?
Mhm.
Did it? That's
Yeah.
funny.
I've been in there a couple times just to like fucking chill out and get good beer.
Gotta say though, I'm not super impressed with Miami. I did spend majority of my time on South Beach, so I didn't see Miami proper really.
Miami's not what it is. It's I don't know. Me, I've been here all my life, and if you would have came to Miami like in the early 2000s, it was like between 2000 and 2010, I felt like was a great time. But now it's just I don't know.
I was not impressed.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. There used to be some like a lot more creative like areas and businesses, but now it's just either a bar or a club. But it used to be like a whole lot of shit going on there. Like for instance, like ESPN had like a bunch of like their radio shows, and the Clevelander, which is in Miami, and you would always see what's it, athletes just coming in and out because they're like interviewed. Like it was Dan Levitar, who was like really big back in the day, like on the ESPN. He's not on there anymore. But you would see like he would always have like fucking Miami Heat players come through and everything. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It was just a lot more lively.
Did I fuck up anything?
You know? What'd you do?
I X'd out of Discord on accident.
No, you're still
I
here.
think you're good.
I don't know.
right.
Miami's still gonna change. I
Yeah.
the holidays that it would thrive are now, at least if like if you're a tourist, I would tell you not to come on Memorial Day, like Memorial Weekend, because like it's super like dangerous. Always shit goes down there. It's like not worth it. And it never used to be that way. It just kind of gradually got that way. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Well,
But Miami's getting gentrified. Like like there's the bubble of like the richness of Miami, which will always be the same. But outside of it, it used to be a lot more like a hood area. But now all that's getting gentrified. So I don't know what's that doing to Miami.
well, everything was super expensive.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really enjoy much of the food.
Where did you go?
To be fair, we didn't go anywhere crazy. I just went to random places that like came up. Like I went to some burger place, burgers and shakes or something on fucking near the beach. And it was
See,
like the greasiest thing I've ever had in my life.
If you were here with me, I'd have fucking like certain shit you got to do in Miami. Got to like get some Cuban coffee and a Cubano.
I had a Cubano that was good. That was the best thing I had food wise.
Cubano.
Besides,
You can't go wrong with Cubanos, bro. I mean, like,
yeah. I mean, I used to get them at the Cuban spot in Chicago, and it was wonderful. So, but that was the best food I had besides the Versace Mansion.
There's a restaurant that actually serves good food, but they have dancers that dance on the table as you eat. I forgot what they.
The hell?
It's a big ass table, bro. It's a big ass table. I went there when I was like 22 with some friends. We were like skipping college, like day. We were like, we're not going to classes, and we went all the way to Miami. We just chilled out there. Miami is fun. Like if you just certain places, and it's like depends on what.
I got drunk as hell drinking endless mimosas. That was pretty cool. I mean, that's anywhere, but I was having fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, most of the places are all like mostly the same. Like all those bars and clubs, they're all like really the same.
I'm gonna shit on a company real quick.
Do it.
This was the worst experience I have had in Miami, and I will tell everybody and their mother not to go to this place. The Miami Seaquarium.
Oh.
It's not an aquarium, it's the Seaquarium.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. It was just did not seem well taken care of. The animals looked like they were dying. The tanks were all like algae filled and just didn't look good.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yikes. That's
They
not
had
appetizing.
Miami Seaquarium used to be one of the biggest attractions for Miami.
Well,
and now it's
apparently
not.
Flipper used to live there.
Yeah, Flipper used it. Yeah, I saw Flipper live. I remember. Back in the day, yeah. Dude, Miami Seaquarium used to be the biggest thing back then. It used to be one of the main things as a tourist when you would come, you'd have to
It
go to
looks
Miami
like
Seaquarium.
it could be cool. It looked like it would be cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's just
Miami,
not taken care of.
it's like the people that cared about like the quality of like these restaurants and everything in Miami. Now it's just owned by business guys that just want to make $1.
Yeah, that's really what it seemed like everywhere.
Because I've
But
been to
the
Miami
Seaquarium-
so many times, and I just noticed little by little throughout the years, just like the essence of Miami is like slowly going away. Now it's just like a party, you know, it's always been like a party town, but it's like they had its own uniqueness of Miami, you know, the culture and everything. But now it's just like doesn't matter. Just go out and get fucking drunk.
So what sold me on going there was an pay to swim with seals.
Ooh.
And before I even went to anything about it, I saw that and I was like, I'm buying it. We're going. And my girlfriend was like, yep, sold. Swimming with seals. You don't say no more. I'm in. You know?
Did you get this one with the seals?
And, well, we show up. It was $300 for the two of us.
God damn.
It was expensive, but I was also like, I can't swim with seals anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
That's not like a normal thing. It's usually dolphins and stuff, but no one really
Well,
has seals.
there was a dolphin option too, but that was like $200 each.
So 300 for the both of you for seals, but 200 for
Yeah.
each. Okay.
So I went and they didn't tell us till we were there. They told us a bunch of things like beforehand, before buying it, like that would pop up. And like, do you know how to swim, speak English? They pretty simple. And then the last thing it didn't say it on there, but when we get there, they're talking to us like, all right, you need to take out all piercings anywhere. You can't have any piercing on any part of your body. And my girlfriend had a nose piercing. And she's like, I can't take this out. I need like pliers to like twist it open. And they're like, well, if you can't take it out, you can't go.
Did they already take your money?
Yeah.
That's
I had to book it ahead of time.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
And it was just us two and this one other lady. And I was like, well, my girlfriend, she's like, can I tape it? And she was like, no, it's got to come out. And I was like, well, do you have like pliers? I'm sure you have pliers here somewhere. They don't have to be fucking clean. Just give me pliers and I'll take this thing out. And they're like, oh, let me look. And she like looked behind her desk and I was like, there's no pliers behind your desk. I know this right now.
Oh.
But she looked and she's like, no, sorry, we don't have anything. And I was like, so we can't go. And she's like, no, she can't go. You can go. I was like, well, I'm not fucking going without her. What?
that makes no
And
sense.
then she was like, all right, we'll just take our money back, take a refund for it. But like minus the entry fee to get in because you paid for the seals, but that also covered your entry fee to the place. So, and then they're like, no, we don't do refunds.
Oh,
We're like,
Jesus. I
No
would
one-
be so
No
pissed.
one, no one in Miami does refunds, bro. No one.
yeah. And what else Miami does that got me confused was 20% tip always.
Yep. Yep.
Like you, no matter what, it's on the bill already. 20% gratuity, boom.
Yep. It's because they're in Miami.
Yeah.
It's because there's a higher class of people, like a higher, like when it goes in like money wise.
But
Because people who go to Miami are spending a lot of fucking money.
so we were like, well, there's another option. It's cheaper than what we had. Can we do the meet the seal where we don't get in the water? They just come up and like do some stuff, or meet the dolphin. That's what it is. You don't get in the water. It just like comes up. It does some tricks and
Like
like throw like toys to it or something.
Switch something for the amount of money. Yeah.
And they're like, well, you could switch, but like it's a big difference in the price because it's like $160 each for the seals, but it was like $60 for the meet the dolphin. They're like, so you're not going to get the difference in money back. And I was like, well, at this point, I'm just trying to recoup losses.
Yeah. At least I'm
Like,
at least I'm not walking away from here with nothing. Yeah.
so we did it. We walked. We had to wait because our time was like towards the end of the day. We were walking around the place and we looked at each other at one point. We were like, do you want to just leave? Because I don't want to be here anymore. This place is like,
Sucks.
makes me
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, I feel like it just ruined like the entire day.
We did on I shat on Miami, positive of Miami, besides like Versace Mansion was super dope. I don't know much about Versace. I'm not like a big what is it, designer clothing or
It's a
designer or anything.
It's cool though.
But
It's
the
cool to
place-
go there. Yeah.
The building itself, even if I didn't know that it was Versace's mansion that he lived in, was like very aesthetically pleasing. It was super cool experience. The server was super cool.
I always forget.
He was actually from Italy.
I always forget about the Versace one until I actually like get on that street and I'm like, oh shit, it's Versace Mansion. Okay. It's
But
sort of,
that was super
that's
cool.
that's sort of like a fucking beacon of like where you know you are. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's where this. Okay, I'm on this street. Okay, let's go this way. All right. It's like one of those little areas you're like, oh, is that the Versace man? Okay, now we need to go that way.
That's kind of how I referenced a lot of things. It
Yeah.
was either the beach or the Versace mansion.
Yep.
But positive thing I went to besides like that was I went to the Frost Science Museum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
That place was cool as shit.
Is it the one with the big globe out in the front?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've been there. I actually went there. The first time I went there was a class trip. They took us there when I was like, I think 11th grade, 12th grade.
That place was great.
Yeah, they have an IMAX theater in there.
Yep. And we got in for free because my girlfriend's a paramedic.
Oh, sweet.
So first responders get in for free.
Nice. Ooh, that's nice. You get to use that.
The biggest thing I love about that place, if you're a kid, you can get in there for free. They'll let you in there.
Yeah.
They don't care. They just want they'd rather the kids learn something. Like that's why all the school trips always go there because they give them like the lowest rate. It's far. Like usually a lot of like the schools in Miami will go there, but like a lot of the schools like in Fort Lauderdale I go to where it's like 40 minutes away, they'll still make the trip because they're just giving them a real cheap. And it's like we get to see the museum and they give us a movie theater all on our own, the IMAX theater. We get to see one movie as a whole class.
I went to the art museum. right next to it, super super modern contemporary art. And
Did you go to Wynwood?
no, everybody told me to go, and the day we were gonna
Yes.
go, it like flooded.
Oh man,
Like Miami flooded.
the next time you and your girl go, you gotta call me and we'll go to Wynwood. Wynwood would be more fun for you guys than all of Miami.
Every
Yeah,
single
Sol
person
knows
told me to
about
go to
this stuff.
Wynwood.
It's the
So
best
now I'm
art
a little
district.
disappointed.
Yeah, no, it's right now it's one of the best things in Miami. I like to go to Wynwood area, the art district. It's amazing. The
Well, I
food
wanted to
there
bring
is
up
way
this,
better.
I wanted to bring up this art museum because it was like super, super modern, like abstract. Sometimes it was a black canvas with like a blue line through the corner, and that was it.
Oh, I
And
hate that shit. It's like, oh,
it was a
wow,
whole
look at the
fucking
art.
building of it, and I was like, "This is terrible." The whole time I kept looking at my girlfriend. I was like, "Am I just uncultured swine, or like?" What's going on here? She's like, no, I don't understand it either. She was like, maybe it's something to somebody, but like, it's lost on me.
I feel like some people like are taking the fact that like anything can be art. They're taking it a little too far.
It really made me think about that Always Sunny episode.
Yes.
I remember. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that was
there's-
great.
they got decent. Like, I think that the best thing to do, to be honest, at this point, if it's in Miami, is to, like, I don't know, go see a Miami Heat game.
Or like leave.
The beach is always nice.
I feel like I would feel uncomfortable on the beach because I'm not hot, but I feel like Hammered and I'm sure his girlfriend is hot. They would totally fit in.
No, bro. There's
Well, we were gonna go.
people don't give a shit.
Honestly, we were saying kind of like I expected a lot of really hot people to be here. I don't know. It was just in my mind that like,
That's in my mind.
but it was not the case
Oh.
at all.
I think the thing is, people think they come to Miami, it's like all these Latin women, cultured women that are like in these hot bikinis, and these guys that are ripped, and it's usually like fat guys in speedos that are like old as shit.
yeah,
that's
that's what
Miami.
I expected, and that's what I got.
Yeah, that's Miami, bro. There is way more older folks in Miami.
You know
than
what else there
is
was a lot
young
of?
folks.
What else there was a lot of I didn't expect, and it made sense like in retrospect.
Jamba Juices.
No.
Dude, there's an
Uh,
absurd amount of Jamba Juices in Miami.
There was a lot of like Jewish people.
Yeah, no, we have a big
Like where
Jewish
you could
community.
like visibly see Jewish people, not just like
Oh, dude,
this
you go to
guy's,
Miami,
like-
you'll find what is it, a synagogue, or a temple?
Yeah.
like just like a block away from each other. Like, yeah, no,
there were so many.
There's
And,
I feel like
there's
I
a
feel
there's
like
a
I should be surprised, but I'm not.
There's
I
a-
don't know why.
there's a place here in Fort Lauderdale where from one side of like it's a neighborhood, right, and it stretches. It's like neighborhoods that if they have a back alley road or back alley street, and it just stretches all the way to another end of like the city. There's a Jewish community that like owns all of that. Like it's like they have a temple there.
They own an alley?
They have the bank. They have like it's just like back road. You know what I mean? That you
Oh.
can get into. Like there's the main street and then there's the back road that's connected to the neighborhoods. Like you could see the houses from the main road, but you can also go through the houses on the back street. So they basically own like the plazas in those back streets. They own a apartment complex, a temple. They have their own school there. It's like their own like area. Jewish people.
So I grew
I'm
up.
taking a shot. Is anyone going to join me? Hold that thought, Hammered.
Yep.
I grew up.
I got a little Pink Whitney left.
Soul, do you have any Pink Whitney left? Our sponsor,
Brought to you by Pink Whitney.
Our two ideal sponsors, Pink Whitney and CoinFlip.
I barrel aged some Pink Whitney and it turned out pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. I just did it just to be funny.
Surprising me. Yeah. How long?
Not long, especially in the smaller barrels. It doesn't have to be long to age it anyway, just because it's got more surface area and whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
In a fucking cup.
That is
So-
not what I thought you were going to say.
I grew up not realizing that like Orthodox Jews were real.
Really?
Like where they have the sideburns and the
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 whole
white
getup.
sheet, the whole
Mhm.
thing.
You
know?
didn't see that out of Miami?
Well, I did.
Okay.
No, he's saying growing up. He's saying growing
when
up.
I grew up, I all the way till I got out of the hood of Chicago. So like 1920, I thought those were just like movies. I thought that was like a movie thing to like show this guy's Jewish, you know? And I was like, nobody does that anymore. I thought that was just like an old thing. And then I moved to this like Jewish neighborhood on the north side of Chicago. And we were driving and I just kept seeing people and I just kept going like this and like looking around. And my buddy is like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Is there like
They're
a
real?
movie? Is there a movie getting shot here or something?" He goes, "No, why?" He's like, "Well, why are they wearing that?" He's like, "They're going to synagogue." I was like, that's just how they do it?" And I was like, ecstatic. I was like, "This is real."
And they have sex through the sheet too. It's a thing.
Wait, is it really?
Wait, what?
Yeah. You didn't know this?
They have sex through the sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the
they
hole
put
in
a
the sheet thing?
Yeah, they put the hole in the sheet.
I saw that on Letterkenny.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I
Not
thought that
all
was
of them
Amish
practice
people.
that part, but no.
I thought that was Amish people.
Mm-mm.
Huh.
I don't know.
Now I feel like the Jewish that you're talking about are like the Amish people of Jewish culture, right? Like it's kind of the same deal. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Shadow clock. Let's go.
I'm about to
Shadow
just
clock.
take it from the fucking bottle.
Rip it from the
Do it.
bottle.
Do it.
Do it.
Badass it.
Let's do
All
it.
right. Ready?
Hashtag Barstool
Three.
Sport.
3, 2, 1. Cheers.
Strong. Strong from the bottle.
I'll put hair on your chest, boy. All right. Are we going to get into this fast food debate?
Hold on.
Oh,
Oh my god. Brody said swimming with seals has me sold on going to Florida too.
the swimming with seals. Well, there's a swimming with otters in a couple different states, so I would recommend
cool.
doing that. I haven't done it, but
Hold on. Before we get to the fast food thing, I want to talk about my week.
Oh.
So this week was going pretty well, and then we get an email from the superintendent, and she's like, "So we're changing our coronavirus policies, and we're making everyone wear a mask, which means that we don't have to quarantine people anymore. It's only the kid who has COVID that is quarantined, because they used to like send home the class of like who's like the kid's class because they're all exposed. But no, apparently because everyone's wearing masks, we don't need to do that anymore. So that was fun, but that's not even the worst part of my week.
What's the worst part?
The worst part was Thursday during lunch. I had my lunch club, which means like I take like a group of dozen students out of the cafeteria because they all have to sit in assigned seats and it's miserable. So I take them to my room so they could just like chill and hang out, talk to their friends or whatever while I just sit there. And we're sitting there and we see the two principals come up and they walk into one of the other teachers' rooms, and the other teachers are eating in the teacher's lounge. And earlier that day, I had reported one of my students for cutting a chair, which they do through friction. So they rip off like the string of their mask, and they like keep going back and forth on the chair because our chairs are plastic till it like cuts a line through the chair. And they were aware that this is a problem, but apparently they didn't realize how big of a problem it was. And most of the time, like I couldn't catch the kids doing it because they would do it as they were.
Wait. So your kids, so the kids are just using their masks to cut chairs?
Yeah.
That's a prominent thing going on in your school? What?
Yeah,
What's,
it's a TikTok trend.
oh, it's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, what for?
Yeah,
What
that
purpose
explain
are
it?
they doing it? Yeah, that makes sense. It's for the views.
Yeah, right. And it's just to be funny. Like, I don't know. So I like rarely ever caught my kids doing it because most of the time, like when we're switching classes, I have to stand out at the hallway to like monitor the hallway as the kids are coming in and out. So I'm not in the room. I can't really see in the room unless I peer around the corner. So they come in and they just start like cutting their chairs, and I usually don't see it. But I caught this kid like red-handed. I peeked in, he was doing it, so I wrote him up. And I guess they came to like check on the state of everyone's chairs, and they got to the new teacher's room, and every single one of her chairs had been cut. I mean, there were like chunks cut out of her chairs. And then they come to my room, and about like 20 chairs of mine have been cut. Not as bad as hers. I wasn't missing any chunks or anything, but like little like lines or like little cuts in there. And they go to the other two teachers' rooms. They're not as bad as us because they're way more strict. And also, they teach subjects where you don't really walk around and help the kids as much. Like I'm writing and the other teacher's reading. So we're constantly just like walking around, giving feedback to their writing or their stuff. And the other are like math and social studies. And they basically just like stand at the front of the room and just watch the kids the entire time. But anyway, so they got super pissed and took all of the chairs away that had been cut. And we are in a new building that they had just built a little while ago. And it's like beautiful new furniture and all this stuff. And they took like all the chairs out. So the kids come back from lunch and they're like, what the fuck? Like, where did the chairs go? So they like have us go back to our homerooms and wait for the principal and vice principal to chew out every single class, which was great. And then of course we get, you know, the meeting where it's like, we're disappointed in you. And, you know, we're not mad at you. We're mad at the kids and this needs to change. And then also I wasn't called out by name, but I was basically called out because I let my kids use their phone when they're done with all their work. Because I'm not a big fan of just giving them more work to do after they finished everything. Because I don't think that's fair. But apparently in the other teacher's class, the new teacher's class, one of the kids had their phone out and they were watching porn for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
So I know like my kids wouldn't do that because I am like constantly walking around. Like I don't sit down throughout the day. I'm just constantly walking around. So I would notice if they were doing that.
Dude,
But
we had to wait to watch our porn, man, when we got into computer
Mm.
class. Our phones, our little Nokia flip phones didn't have porn yet.
Yeah, no, it's all on their phones and whatever. So we had to like get chairs from the old building, which are like old gross chairs. And then I had to tell my kids on Friday, I was like, hey, so we've been caught. They know I've been letting you use your phone. So now we can't do that anymore. And they were all pretty upset. And they were just like really angry about the chair thing. Because obviously it wasn't all of them. Like it was just a few kids who would do it. And so I had them write on Friday, like I tried to get their anger out because they're all pretty pissed. So I had them just write like a little free write thing to like get out their anger. And I have some good ones if you want me to read them.
Yeah, let me hear one.
Sounds pretty great.
Keep in mind, this is 7th grade. There's a lot worse ones, but I told them like I would be the only one reading these. Like you wouldn't get in trouble for saying anything. Like I just need them to get out the anger so we can move on. First one, fuck this school. Fuck Miss. There's a counselor that they all hate. She's a fucking bitch. Fuck Miss lunch lady. She's a fatty. She falls on both sides of the bed. I bet she can eat a whole.
Gosh.
I bet she can eat a whole buffet restaurant. She can swallow a turkey whole. School food tastes like dead rat. The lunch lady can fuck themselves. I hate the whole school. Fuck
Yo, they
everyone.
really hate that lunch lady, bro.
Yo.
Is that lunch lady
Yo,
that bad?
they went hard.
Can you
I mean,
confirm?
she's a bitch to them. She's a bitch to them. Absolutely.
Why is it that I never had that issue? The lunch lady when I went to school was like one of the nicest people ever to everybody.
Well, she's not a lunch lady. She's like the babysitter at lunch.
Oh,
She's the one who gave them all assigned seats. She's like really.
oh,
strict
so
and stuff.
she watches everybody. Yeah, yeah. Everyone that does that is an asshole.
Yeah.
The lunch lady though probably is nice as shit.
Here's another one. I'm pissed about yesterday, annoyed and frustrated just because some people ruin chairs. Everyone's parents' taxes are going up, which is untrue. And now I can't sit with my fucking friends because of their dumbasses. Because I had to give assigned seats now. So, and I, after every single class leaves, or right before they leave, I have to check every single chair and make sure they're not cut. And then we ended up getting chairs from the old building. So she said, we still have somewhere to sit and we aren't in the old building. So other than that, and having to sit in assigned seats. Also, not to mention, we can't use our phones in your class anymore because this is to me. But I mean, I understand that if you let us, you would get in trouble. But I really hate the principals, and I hope they shut the fuck up. Anyway, love you, Miss R.
Why did he drop that one little political bomb right there? The taxes are going up so
Well,
randomly.
'cause that's what the principals told
He's
them.
like,
The principals told them that the
motherfucking
taxes were
classes
going up.
suck. Lunch lady can eat a dick. Taxes are going up, and our chairs are gone.
Yeah. Here's a short one. Fuck. A period after every word. Fuck the teachers, except Miss Russell. Fuck the school.
Oh.
I did nothing, so I'm a fuck you.
I'm a fuck you. Whoa. Yo,
Interesting.
your kids are some savages, bro.
they were pissed. That's why I had them get him out.
I
They
would
were
not. So
pissed.
here, I give you a lot of credit that your kids are actually being that honest. Because if any of my teachers, I didn't ever trusted any of my teachers. They told me, write whatever you want, tell how you feel.
Those words would not come out of my mouth.
Because I know for a
I know.
fact she's gonna give that to the principal, and I'm fucked.
I'd
Yeah,
be
no.
like, not a chance.
I
You
had
could trick
to-
some of these other yuppies,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, I'll be like, there's no way you're tricking me into that one.
They definitely trusted me, but I promise all of them, I'm like, you can put swear words, you can write whatever you want. Like, this is just to me. It's either you did it or you didn't. I'm just going to
Just
give
to
you a grade for
me
doing
and
it,
the
and then I'm
podcast.
ripping them up. Yeah. Well, I didn't tell them I was going to read it. I wasn't planning to until I started reading some of them, and I'm like, oh, some of
And
these are
now
fucking funny.
you've been outed.
Yep.
Mhm.
If your kids ever hear this podcast, they're gonna know you broke their trust. How do you feel
Yep.
about that?
They will never find it. They
But
tried.
you gotta live with it now.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm not naming names. No one knows who wrote these, and they're getting ripped up this weekend. So
We need names.
Was
no,
We need names. We need to drop the DMs.
no.
I feel like what would be a fun addition to the show would be like for the years that you're teaching to have like student one. I like have them all numbered, but like you never say their name, and then we start to grow
yeah,
attachments
yeah.
to like student one or two.
Student
Like
one,
student
yeah.
two's my boy.
Yeah.
Right.
We should do that. That'd be fun.
This kid, I think you'd like him. He's really funny. He's a nice guy, but
What's,
he just falls in the wrong crowd.
What student is he?
He's falling in with the wrong crowd. I'm gonna hit him up.
Yeah.
Take him under my wing.
This is student 4. Yesterday I didn't really care. I don't give a fuck about the chairs. I was laughing because the principal was acting like this raggedy ass school was our house. So in my head, I said this situation is dumb as fuck. And dumb student, one of the students that we know who's cutting chairs, dumb and white dumb student. No offense to Mr. Sell, because I always joke that I'm white. But the white bitch was doing that to dumb, stupid chairs, dumb, stupid shit. Fat ass, another kid who ended up getting expelled, the one I reported.
He got expelled?
Yeah, thinking his dumbass was funny. That's why his dumbass was expelled. People yesterday, I think the people crying was some little bitches, except Mr. Sell. The principals did not give a fuck about them crying. The principal was telling us questions like we would do that. And then when we answer, she talked back and bitchy, so what the fuck? Fuck the principal. Okay, just two more excerpts here because these are great. I feel pissed off that they continuously say, I don't get why you guys are all this way. We're fucking middle schoolers. That's how we are, being honest. They care more about their goddamn chairs than the kids. Yeah, sure, the kids are dumbasses and annoying as fuck, but guess what? Whether they're annoying or not, don't ever fucking call the kids a disappointment. Yes, I know the kids made a mistake, but guess what? That's what kids do, so fuck off. We're still kids. We make mistakes and learn from them, but saying we're a disappointment is fucking stupid. Last one.
I would never. These kids sound like they're 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
They
very
sound
wild.
like,
That
sound-
last one
well-
was very well put.
Yeah.
well, as much as they're well put, they're also like, I realize that we're this age, but you shouldn't talk this way. But I'm also like, you are that age and you are that way.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Last one. I feel happy about yesterday since it was funny. Now mad at how mad the principals were. Their faces looked stupidly pissed off, so it was hilarious. It was fun to see them mad about the chairs, and they thought I cared about the chairs. Then really, it wasn't my money, so I didn't care. Sucks for them, I guess. They were stupid for trusting us with quote-unquote pretty chairs. It was honestly their fault for thinking that overall. I thought it was fun and funny. Which is also true. Like, why the fuck would they give middle schoolers, like, brand new, nice furniture?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, I've
That's
got a lot
some,
more that I still
that's some
haven't read
rich
through,
shit.
but yeah. Yeah, so that was fun. That was my week. It is what it is. But now I have to be
just to
way more strict.
before we move to the topic on
Tier
the
list.
fast food, tier list.
The important topic.
Yeah.
Did you hear about what went on in that one school in Illinois where they were doing a protest and like they ended up like arresting 9 of the students? Like it was
What?
a peaceful
No.
protest.
About what?
I don't know too much about it. I just found it out on TikTok like this morning. There's a bunch of videos going around. Like one is actually I don't know what they did to this kid. He's a black teenager, and he was on the ground. It looked like he was like knocked out. I don't know if they like tased him to the point where he got knocked out, but there was like other students trying to like stop the police officers from like getting to him. They were pushing some students out of the school. I think what had happened was I don't know if it's the
Hold
same
on.
thing, but it's like I think one of the students was getting bullied and like harassed outside of school, and that student ended up going to the principal, and the principal told her that it's her fault and that she should learn how to run away if she's being bullied or harassed by somebody because of her looks.
I'm
That
finding so many things right now.
yeah,
How do we find this?
it's
I want to find out what school it is.
it recently happened like in the last couple
These,
days.
well, all these things I'm finding are different things in Illinois from like this year, the past month, and I'm like weirded out by that there's so many.
Let's see.
Yeah, schools are just a fucking shit show. Like, principals don't know what they're doing. Security officers never know what the fuck they're doing.
You know,
They're
like what
just always a
year?
hot mess.
Like, is it high school?
It's I think high school. I'm trying to look it up right now.
I'm sure it's high school. Middle school kids wouldn't be able to organize a fucking walkout.
Protests, police, maybe?
Trying to look it up now. It looks like. Okay, I think I might have found it. Looks like it was in Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm finding
Texas,
some racist things
yeah.
about.
Texas
a school in
police
Illinois.
used tasers on students at high school protests. Police called to calm things down, used stun guns, pepper spray on students, 4 arrested.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, if you pull it
It's
up,
Texas, huh?
yeah, it's Texas. It happened on the 19th. So this actually was yesterday and the day before. It was Little Elm High School.
Oh, there it is. 4 arrested, chaotic protests, taser, pepper spray. Okay, I found it.
Yeah, video show police officers in Little Elm using stun guns and chemical spray on students inside Little Elm High School after being called to calm things down after an on-campus protest turned disruptive.
Sure calmed it down.
Yeah, they arrested 4 students for
You get
assaulting
out or
police
I'm gonna shoot
officers.
you.
It says video recorded by students inside the school and obtained by NBC5 shows an officer using a chemical spray on a student and then another officer using a stun gun when the student appears to lunge in the officer's direction. The video does not show the moments before the officer first used chemical spray. After being hit by the stun gun, the student collapsed. Oh yeah, yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is the ones I'm seeing on TikTok. You see one kid that I don't know. See, I don't know what happened in that one. It looks like he got sprayed and he lunged at them to stop them from spraying him, and they stunned him, and like I guess he got knocked out.
Well, it's what happens when you get stunned.
So it says social media protests indicate that the protest was tied to a report of a sexual assault involving a student that other students said wasn't being addressed by the district. Both the school district and police, in a shared statement posted on social media Friday afternoon, said the demonstration was a result of a social media post the day before. Okay. So I read up on that part. It was a girl who got sexually assaulted or was being sexually harassed multiple times by a student, and she went to the principal, and the principal just like kind of like was saying it was all on her. She needs to stop dressing, I guess, like a whore or some shit, and like she needs to be able to handle her own things. It's not the principal's job to do it. And she ended up going on TikTok on her account and like put all the information like, hey, like I've gone through all these avenues, no one's helping me, all I can do is just now post it on social media. And they ended up wanting to expel her because she did that, and that's what started the protests.
So I just watched like the little video of the kid getting pepper sprayed, and then I happened to hear some girl on there. They were asking about it, and I hate when people say like dumb shit. Like the example of dumb shit, because I don't know the full thing of anything about this, but they show him get pepper sprayed. I don't know what causes him to get pepper sprayed. I don't see it. All I see is the kid get pepper sprayed. He like covers his face in like a blocking and runs at the officer like that. And really, I don't know. If I had somebody running at me like that, you're gonna get fucked up, whether I'm police or not. I'm gonna fuck. You're coming at me. I mean, I get he used pepper spray. I don't know. I don't know what I would have expected the child. We're gonna refer to them as children because they're definitely not 18.
Yeah, they're high
Yep.
school
I don't know
students
what I
and
would have
shit.
expected the child to do, but like that was not a good course of action because I'm gonna definitely do something to keep from getting cracked by some child. Even if I'm not a police officer, and I'm probably get arrested for it. But that's just I'm just saying like my gut reaction, instant, right? But
It's
the
also
dumb
like
shit,
they were called to school to calm things down, and obviously that's not it.
That's not
Yeah.
what they did. Yeah.
well, it's hard to, and especially now, it's hard to calm down any fucking crowd with police. You know, nobody
I-
wants to listen to them.
I'm not gonna lie, and like, I try not to like start it off like racial, like off the bat.
Yeah.
When it comes to these, and I like to like, I want to hear all the sides before I like start to like see shit. But like, if you see the video of the kid getting pepper sprayed and then tased,
Yeah.
it was because he was their thing was it's because he lunged at him. He's
Yeah,
black.
the
Did you-
lunging part.
right,
is
but
what-
then there's this white kid that's stepping to them, like really getting into their face afterwards, and like they don't even tase him or pepper spray him.
Yeah. I haven't seen that part yet. All
It's
they're showing
literally-
on this.
it's
Wow,
literally
how
right after.
shocking.
Yeah, all they're showing
so
right here is
surprised.
Here, let me
so
see.
the dumb part that I wanted to get to was this little girl they're interviewing, and she says they don't even know how to aim their pepper spray. They tried to pepper spray this guy, and they got everybody in the hallway. It's like, all right, pepper spray is airborne. You're being dumb right now. Please stop. You can say just about anything you want and be in the right here, but that is not one of them. Like, it's just airborne. You're gonna get pepper sprayed if it comes out of the can, especially if you're inside. What are you doing? This is the video where we can see more.
Yeah, look at the first video, and like you see him get.
Oh, this
sprayed.
is way better than the video I was watching.
Yeah, so you see in the first video, right? You see him like he lunges at him.
I couldn't even tell that kid
Let
was
me-
black
let
in the
me-
video I was watching.
I actually want to bring this up. Let me switch screens.
The first video I was watching, I couldn't even tell he was black. He looked like maybe Latino, to be
Let me
honest.
switch screens. I want to show this. So, first screen, he gets pepper sprayed. He starts like going towards him. They tase the kid, right? He's on the ground tased. And then you see this white kid, and he's like, like they're pushing him, and he's still like,
Yeah, but they shoved him. I mean, they're not going to tase another kid after that. I don't think it mattered.
I mean, they just
maybe it
tased
did-
one kid. They just tased that one kid.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You've already tased the kid. Like, you've tased the child. Are you going to tase a second child as well? I think it's the way they moved at him, and it could be totally racially motivated too. I don't fucking know these guys.
I mean,
Right.
I would assume that it would be equal. So one
Yeah,
student
but, like-
lunges, they tase. Another student lunges, they tase.
But the other kid didn't lunge. He's just walking up to them. I mean, it is like weird, but he's walking up to them. His hands are down and open.
I also want to know.
I'm sure he's talking all sorts of shit.
So, like, I don't want to speculate too much, but if you do the beginning of the video, was he lunging at him? Like, what caused him to get pepper sprayed? That's
That's what I want. I want to know why he got pepper sprayed.
Because, like, I see, it looks like he, like, right in the beginning, I see him, like, it looks like he's pushing this kid with a black t-shirt, and then looks at him and just pepper. But it's like, is he coming at him? I don't know.
it looks like he's coming at them after he got pepper spray because he really only comes.
It's
Like,
Yeah.
definitely after.
Frame.
It's definitely after the pepper spray.
yeah, it seems like he just doesn't even know where to go. Like,
What is this video right here? Oh, it's just another angle.
Okay, so we can't see the beginning of it. He was
No,
definitely
no.
doing something with that guy in the black shirt, and the police officer stepped in. He's walking at the police officer. Very limited from what I can see, and it's like, I don't know, it's something we teach in defense tactics and like knife fighting and protective services and that, where like people before they hit somebody, they do shit with their hands. They pull up their pants or they like look around. They like do weird shit. There's certain call signs, and he's like holding his pants, and then he pepper sprays them. And the thing is, you can see him like fucking cover up and like continue to go at the person who pepper sprayed them. Which I'm trying to think on both ends of it. I don't think I would have done much different as the kid. And I don't think I would have done much different as a police officer. I think it's kind of dumb on both ends. I think tasing a fucking kid is ridiculous. Like you can subdue a child. You know they don't have guns on them. They're in a high school. You know there's nothing going on.
But also, like, were they really posing a danger before the cops even got there?
Well,
The
yeah. See, I don't know what led to the beginning of the pepper spray. All I'm going off of, I guess, this whole way I'm thinking about it right now is we're going off of the pepper spray itself first was justified. If that's not, then like you fucked up a long time ago before you tased them. You know what I mean?
So there's
Yeah.
another video apparently of 3 officers backing some girl into a corner, and it looks like they got like, I don't know if it's like they got this like they were she's pushing, but they grabbed her by her hair and dragged her to the ground.
Oh, cool. Great.
Also,
Like there's
to
like
be
3
fair,
cops. One is on her neck. The other one's on her head, and they're trying to like arrest her.
not to be fair, but the guy who tased the black kid, his taser's already shot out, so he would have to reload his taser to use it again.
But there are other cops there. That's the
But
thing.
I'm saying the other cop is who's not tasing the white kid walking up. So like the whole time during this, the guy who first initially tased and pepper sprayed the guy is the most aggressive the whole time.
Agreed.
In fact, he's like the guy launching him. He's the guy pushing this white kid. He's the guy doing everything.
But, and I feel like this is definitely on the principal too, because it's one of those things where if you know kids or you have kids, you know that this is not going to last like forever. Like it's not going to turn violent. Kids get pretty bored. Like they'll do their piece, and then 2 hours later they're like, all right.
What I'm also trying to figure out is that kid who we said the guy who got pepper sprayed and tased was fucking with. They're keeping him behind the police, and he's like sitting behind the police.
Yeah,
It's like maybe they were fucking with that kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on
that's
here.
the thing. Like we don't know. I'm just speaking from my experience. Like the police should have been there just to make sure that no one was going to get hurt. They shouldn't have been there to like stop it.
This guy's got his fucking riot baton out.
Oh yeah, I mean they used full non-lethal force.
Like there was no reason for force.
But you
Like
can't- like,
they were
it's-
protesting.
They're using.
Oh, here's the
pepper
one where he
spray.
grabs the girl.
Yeah, you see it like they got her like backed up into some corner.
Yeah.
And they
That's where the kid is. That's where all the kids are.
Yeah, and they just grab her and they just put her to the ground. There's like 3 officers on top of her.
Like what in
Why?
their right mind thinks that having this response is going to like de-escalate the situation? It obviously just makes it worse. Like
Yeah, I mean, they said that they're having a school board meeting. I think Monday morning. And the parents are gonna add because the parents requested so that they can find out like what was the reason the police had to use like non-lethal force like that.
it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. They've been there to do crowd control and to make sure that it was being safe. Like I don't think the kids were fighting each other.
They were
There was
protesting.
no reason
Yeah.
for them to intervene. Like they were just protesting something. Let them do whatever they set out to do and move on with it. Like
The
they
weird
didn't need to
thing-
stop it.
Well, I think that what needs to be known is they said they're being disruptive. What do they mean by disruptive? What caused them to call the police? And what caused that officer to pepper spray him? Did he feel like that guy was going into like a stance, like an aggressive stance, and he pepper sprayed him? Like, we don't know any of that. We don't have any footage on that, so we don't know like what started it.
And-
We just saw the literal beginning of it.
Yeah. And I guess I
can-
could understand if the students were causing like destruction to the school, then the cops would need to intervene. But obviously that hasn't been reported on at all. So we don't know anything about that.
And
Well, I
it's
think the big thing is a lot of these kids don't fucking know how to act. So even if they were in the right, as soon as they start fighting with police, you've like ruined every leg you have to stand on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It's like
especially
a
in this
weird.
current like political
that's
environment.
why
It's
I
like
want
that
to know,
could
like,
look like.
because if the kid was like being really aggressive with the cops to the point where they felt they had to, then I understand why the cop had to like do that. Because they feel like they're just gonna, like, some kids are gonna just jump on them.
Yeah,
Like,
if they were like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you, you pig," like, okay,
yeah,
I guess
then
I
I'm
can
like,
understand that.
yeah, I understand maybe why you're needing to. I think the escalation, like if you needed to use your pepper spray or your taser on that one kid, I understand. But then pushing everybody else and then yanking that girl, like what was the escalation of that? Like you're just increasing it now. Okay, if you needed to use non-lethal force, use it, contain the situation. Like start to de-escalate as much as you can. Don't fucking just start going now and just start snatching everybody.
I think the big problem is when it deals with any large group anyway, is once you have used a certain level of force, that force has to keep coming
Yeah.
as soon as people mess up. And it's hard to keep using it because sometimes it's not justified. It creates a weird fucking time to live in, right? I mean, in that brief moments, it takes a weird time because I can only judge off this video, and I'm trying to find, right? I'm trying to look for a reason of why we'd grab that girl. I'm trying to look for it.
Yeah, because
So
it just
keep
looks
that in
like
mind. But I'm looking for a reason.
It looks
Well,
like
and-
It looks like she hit somebody.
yeah,
One
I
of the
like.
cops. It looks like she like hit one of them.
But was her, is that hitting her, or because it looks like they came up to her and maybe she put her hand out like, hey, you know, you don't need to, like, they look like they were trying to
And
get in
back
her
up.
face.
Well, if you look in the beginning,
And
when she
she-
first walks up at like 14 seconds,
Let me see.
and she walks around the white kid who's given them problems the whole time, right? She walks around the white kid at about like 17 or 18. She does something, and it looks like she hits one of them. And again, I'm looking for a reason right now. I'm like looking to find a reason. This could be bullshit. She could have just like moved weird to fix her bag.
Right.
That could be them doing something.
But
know,
the good news is because they're at school and they're in the hallway,
There's
security
cameras everywhere.
So everything has been captured like from the beginning, like from the get go.
We
so
won't see
will
that
come
until
out.
court's done.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see it.
It'll come out eventually, like what it actually was, or at least it'll be in court when this whole thing obviously will go to court. Like that'll be a thing. Like there is a full video of it. Whether or not it's with sound, that's another thing. Like ours are with sound, but it just depends.
What baffles me is that the whole reason for this protest, so the allegation is that there was a female student who was sexually assaulted, and the principal and she let the school know, and the principal is aware of it and still did nothing, and even told her it's her fault and that she needs to figure it on her own. Like that sounds like
That's
crazy. And
this whole thing should have happened in the first place.
Yeah, just that itself. Like if you were to take out the protest, makes it even worse because now it's the principal's. If this is true, that principal's inability to even handle the situation caused the protest to happen, because there would be no protest if she handled the situation, right? Like what the fuck happened there? Like if she got sexually assaulted? Like where's the evidence? Did they call them? Like what did they do? Like it seems like the fucking school fumbled the bag like immensely.
They did, because we had a semi-similar incident to this, where there was a student who was messaging like wildly inappropriate things to another student. He was saying like he was going to rape her and all this stuff.
Holy shit.
So she went to the principal, and he was suspended for a few days. I don't think that was the appropriate response, but at least they did something and he stopped. But it's still like, if someone comes to you with that, like you have to do something.
It's sort of like the school, you know, did you hear about that school that is allowing, so there's a kid in this other school. It's not like, it hasn't been big news. I've seen it on TikTok, but he was taking pictures, like upskirt pictures of girls.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're letting him back into the school. He's like, no repercussions. Like they investigated and it's like, oh, he's gonna return it. Now all the, like, obviously the female students' parents are like, what? No, like we don't feel safe with our, like our daughters going to the school.
I don't have a daughter, but if my daughter was in that school, you'd be lucky that kid is alive.
True. Yep. Good.
But I watched this news report, and it can only go off of what the fuck they're saying. And it says that the pepper spray incident was caused because two groups of students were fighting, and the one group was getting aggressive towards the other group, as well as getting aggressive towards faculty that are there.
Okay.
I don't
We
don't know what that is.
I feel like we need a little bit more, but
Yeah, who knows? All right, shall we move on?
let's move on. Let's go to the meat and buns of this conversation.
4 students arrested for assaulting police.
Everybody gets arrested. You get arrested. You get arrested. All right. We're doing our fast food tier list. It's from D to S, S being the best, D being the worst.
Where's mine? Where's mine?
Here, let me bring up.
Here we go.
Let me switch screens.
So I'm looking at one so that I'm not on a delay.
Okay. All right. So how do we want to start this off? Do we want to go from S to D, from D to S?
I don't think we go the ranking letters. I think we go by each place.
By
and
each
throw it
one?
up.
Okay, we'll do that. So
Yeah.
Dairy
That's the
Queen.
easiest, right? DQ. So I guess this is something we were talking about before, and like we should also register if we think this is fast food or not.
Yeah.
I'd
And
put
if we've actually tried it, because if you haven't tried it, you have no say.
So if you haven't tried it, if more than if two of us haven't tried it, it's automatic D. If 2 of us don't think it's fast food, it's an automatic D.
Okay.
Deal?
Okay. Deal.
Before we get moving too far.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I
okay.
mean, I'm looking. There's Applebee's on there right now, so I feel like that's automatic.
Yeah, I saw Olive Garden. So
Yeah. No, not fast food.
all right.
But this is like the most comprehensive list I found. So.
I've been to Dairy Queen.
I've definitely been to Dairy Queen.
I think their burgers are
fair,
pretty good.
So to be fair, I've never been to Dairy Queen for their food. I've never had a burger or a hot dog or a chili dog or anything from them except ice cream and blizzards.
So there's only
I think I
Dairy
have,
Queen
like,
where we
20.
live, and I've only been there because my job that I used to work when I was in high school was right next to it.
I'd say it's not the worst. Like normally, because not a lot of people go there for fast food. Like your food is fresh because
Yeah.
they have to make it. It's not the best quality food. I've had like their French fries and hot dogs and chicken fingers and stuff, and they're not bad. I would say,
It's like a downgraded Sonics.
yeah, I would say either a B or a C. How do you
Damn,
feel
I
about
would
that?
I think a C.
I'm leaning towards C myself just because like I love their ice cream and shit, but I don't know. I'd never think if I'm thinking in my head I want some fast food, Dairy Queen's never an option.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, C it is. Okay, the next one I have no idea what it is. Anyone recognize it?
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know. That's gonna be a D.
Okay. D it is.
We don't know
Okay,
you.
and Applebee's we've agreed goes to a D.
Wait,
'cause
why
it's not fast food.
why do we say
It's not.
Applebee's?
It's not.
Why
fast
is
food.
that fast food? Why do you think that's fast food, Soul?
It's not fast.
It's fast.
If you don't have a drive-through, you're not fast food.
That's not true. Because Boston Market, well, no, they have a drive-through.
I'll wait.
Panda Express is fast food, and they don't have a
They have
drive-through.
a drive-through. Yeah, they do.
Some of them
I've
do.
I've
Either.
never
I would
seen
say-
one.
I would say if you go to order and it takes more than 5 minutes for your order, it's not fast food.
What
has
if
to be like
what?
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
McDonald's are longer than
What
that.
what if you call ahead? What if you call ahead?
That's just pickup.
It's still not fast food.
Yeah,
you could
that's
call
just
ahead at the most. You could call ahead at Versace's and get food. Is that now fast food?
All right, fine. We'll put Applebee's there. Okay, Arby's.
Arby's has gotta be, dude. Arby's is great.
I've only had their fries, being honest, and I like their fries.
the curly
both
fries, chicken cheddars. God, I'm stuck. I have a stroke right now. What just happened?
Chicken
Someone call
tenders.
911. Do you have your life alert?
Where's my button? I'm gonna put them as an A because they're definitely like not my regular go-to, but like they're good as shit. I've never had a bad time at an Arby's.
I would say B, only because again I've only had their French fries, and their French fries aren't the best that I've ever had, but they're not bad.
Did you get the curly fries or their regular fries?
I've had both.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good. Just not the best French fries I've ever had. I wouldn't say their French fries are A. Maybe their
All right.
sandwiches are A, but I've never had their sandwiches.
Where are we at, Soul?
I
You're the
am going
tiebreaker
to
here.
say a B.
A B.
I'll give him a B.
All right.
Wait,
All
what do
right,
you
well,
what do you
that's-
guys have again?
Well, I had A, she had B, so that's two
No,
for
no,
B.
you had B, I had C. Oh wait, no. I don't know. I don't remember. what
I
said.
put it at A.
Okay, so then I said B. I said one below you. I don't think they deserve C.
I've never had a bad time at an Arby's. So,
Yeah.
what's your experience with Arby's?
I mean, I've gotten Arby's plenty of times. Me and Layla get it all the time. Like, it's
What's
just,
your go-to?
I get the BLT,
Ooh.
the turkey BLT. It's really good.
I've been told they have good euros now. I haven't had their euro though.
I haven't
know
had
they
the
had that.
euros. No, I haven't had the euros, but I've heard that too. Apparently, they have a secret menu where,
really?
yeah, my friend told because he goes Arby's a lot, man. Like
One of my buddies I stream with, he does Kroby. He's got a Arby's fetish. It's like an alert on his thing of like his order from Arby's. It's pretty funny. He rates them S always.
Yeah, I mean, they apparently like the roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, they're beef and cheddars.
Yeah, apparently you can get like an ultimate version of it where they have like it's big ass sandwich. I don't know how true that is, but
Wow.
yeah, it's something like that. Like where they have all the sauces on top of each one. I don't know.
Oh. All right, so where are you voting? A or B?
I'll go.
or
I'll give
lower?
it. I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B.
All right, so it's sitting B then.
I don't know.
But
don't
if
know
anyone
what-
else, if anyone else is a B plus.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is.
yeah, I don't know what that
Yes.
thing is.
I'm actually gonna leave the ones we don't know out.
All right.
Just all the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
just
Boston Market.
I have never had it.
I'm not gonna lie. I will give Boston Market an A. They're if you go to the right Boston Market, their food is really good.
Have you ever had a hammered?
I've had it, but to be fair, like I'm not a big fan of like chicken like that. Like even if I go to Popeyes or KFC, like I'm getting like a famous bowl from KFC, you know, I'm not getting like a chicken. I don't really the bone in, all that just drives me away from it. So like I'm going low tier. I don't go to Boston Market. I'm not trying to go to Boston Market. If you gave me an option to go to Boston Market or somewhere else, I'm not going to Boston Market.
It's only if that's the only place that you can go.
Yeah, so like it's not a D because I think the food's decent, but like I don't want it. I would probably give it a C.
Okay, so meet in the middle, B.
I guess this putting it on the same level as Arby's is disrespectful to Arby's, but
Yeah, again, I can't speak to it because I've never had Boston Market.
so you're being real quiet now. All of a sudden, we're talking about all these food places, and all of a
Hold
sudden
on.
you don't
I
want to
was
like.
I was trying to fix the camera, so now it shows all three of us while we're putting this. It was just
Oh,
showing me.
okay.
It was just showing me at first.
Gotcha.
I just made one real quick.
So, Soul, can you agree to a B?
Yeah, we can agree to a B. Yeah, that's fine. I just know because I worked there when I was younger, and I found
I
out
said-
that it's just way better if like the general manager there is actually like doing their job.
I said it's disrespectful to Arby's, but
It's disrespectful to Arby's.
yeah.
So a B, okay.
So Boston Market is a B minus. Arby's is a B plus. How
Do you
about
put Arby's and Boston Market on the same plane? I guess you put it higher.
I'd put Boston over Arby's
I
because
guess,
if you're
yeah,
looking
I
at
guess you said that.
I think if you're looking at a more like quality food, I think Boston Market would be it compared.
Okay.
Okay. Buffalo Wild Wings, not
I don't
fast food.
think I don't think that's fast food. That's a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah. I think it says on the same page as Applebee's. So
Soul's just making my head
Mm.
big right now.
yeah, right. So I say we skip that. Next one is Burger King.
Oh my
It's
god,
gonna
why
be
is your head that big?
Burger King is gonna be a split here. I would put Burger King. I want to say, I'm gonna say B, because like most of the foods aren't super great. I just there's only a few things that I like that are pretty decent.
I am bringing Burger King to an A. I think it's an A. I think it's the superior of the McDonald's versus Burger King. I would rather go to Burger King all the time. I'd rather have a bacon stacker or a Whopper stacker or a Whopper than go to McDonald's and get like 7 different cheeseburgers.
Okay, then I'm
Um,
raising mine to an A.
I like Burger King's breakfast better. They have French toast sticks.
Oh yes, okay, definitely A. I've had their French toast sticks; they're good. And they
can't-
added mozzarella sticks, and they're actually pretty good.
Yep.
I just
they
had
have
them on
mozzarella
Friday.
sticks. They
Yeah.
also, I don't know if they have them anymore. I think they do, but they used to have for breakfast cheesy tots.
They still do.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, I'm bringing mine up to an A. So we're both at A. Soul, where are you?
I can't go higher than a B.
Okay, so averaging, it's an A.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Soul, it's an A.
It's an A.
I took my loss at both. I took my loss for Boston Market. I'm taking the king
True.
with me.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, we're putting it in an A. All right.
Okay, have you guys ever had Raising Cane's?
No,
I have.
I've never had it.
Okay, so we both have had it hammered.
So it can get rated.
It's very simplistic. They basically only have like a few things. It's just chicken and fries.
Yeah,
It's
I think
basically
they're
what they
on the
offer.
same lines as Chick-fil-A, where like that's all they really have.
Yeah.
So like I feel, in my opinion, if that's all you got, you're kind of on you're lower.
Yeah, because you don't have more options. I agree. I think that it's pretty good, but I don't think I can even give it a B.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
leaning at C, to be honest.
yeah, I'm
with
leaning
you.
at C. I'd say C. Not that it's bad, it's just there's no variety.
They have like 3 options.
Yeah, and I don't really ever have like the craving to go there. It's just when
And
anyone
even-
suggests it, I'm like, all right.
Even their options are the same. Like their chicken sandwich is just the chicken fingers you get on bread.
Yeah, on like the buttered Texas toast bread.
It's
that they have.
literally the same thing.
And you get like a piece of Texas toast like with every meal that you order, which I like bread. But I feel like their sauce is pretty generic. It's like a
Yeah.
sauce that you could get anywhere.
Yeah, it's
So,
not
C.
super sold on it.
I'm
C.
giving Cane's a C. Because
All right.
it's a C.
Got it.
Carl's Jr.
Wait, what are we
Is
doing,
it-
Cane's? What are we doing?
C.
C.
C. Okay.
Charlie.
I've never been to Carl's Jr.
I have.
Aren't they the same as Hardee's? Aren't they
I've
the same
No.
place?
Hardee's and Rallies are the same.
I've never been
And
to a
Jack in
Hardee's
the
or-
Box and Carl's Jr. are the same.
Almost, yeah. Not
One
by
of
the same
them-
people, but they're very similar.
Are they not the same people?
I don't think so. Look it up.
Hold on. Carl's Jr. is what? Carl's Jr.'s and Hardee's are owned by the same company. They're both the same.
Really?
They're the same. The past met at their different origin stories, but now they're the same. They just didn't want to change the name based on where they're located.
You learn something new every day.
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. same thing.
I'm not a big fan of Carl's Jr.
Yeah, I know that I've been there.
What
I
would
can't
you
recall a
what
time
would you
that I've been
what would you compare it like? What is
They're
it
like Jack in the Box, really.
I've never
Yeah,
had
they're
a
very
Jack in the
similar
Box.
to Jack in the Box.
Are they like a
Well,
Wendy's? Like
yeah, I
No,
mean,
Wendy's, I think, is higher.
menu wise, yes. Quality, no.
Yeah. If you made Wendy's menu on Jack in the Box,
Yeah, and like lowered the tier of quality products.
You know what Rallies is? Rallies is Checkers.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Rallies and Checkers are the same. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I was thinking
I
of.
don't know. I think they're a C.
Yeah. Yeah, I say
Maybe
the
even maybe even a D because I literally can't remember the last time I had a Carl's Jr.
I would say normally D, but if I'm drunk, definitely a C. Because I'll eat any fast food at that point.
Well, I think the big thing is like I can't remember a time that I've ordered it. I just know that I've had it.
Or craved it. Like you've
Yeah.
never been like,
I've definitely never said let's go to Hardee's or let's go to Carl's Jr.
Yeah. So Hardee's is on there too, so we're gonna have to give them the same. I'd say D.
Okay, so we're doing Carl's Jr. D.
Yeah, and then Hardee's is
And
right
then-
underneath that to the left.
Because you've never had either, right? So
No, I've never had it. Or Jack in the Box for that matter.
yeah, so those gotta go D. Those
Okay.
Carl's and Hardee's at least.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box
Sorry,
too?
guys.
Jack in the Box, I
We'll
enjoy.
get there. Hold on. hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
So next is Cheesecake Factory. Not
That
fast
is 100% not fast food.
What do you mean? They do have a drive-through here in Florida.
You're kidding.
Nope.
That
I
is-
don't know.
I
Do they
don't believe
really?
you.
No, they don't. It's a big
Yeah, I
ass
was gonna say, I
restaurant.
don't believe you.
I was
No fucking
impressed.
Their menu is like 11 pages.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's wild.
it's pretty good. It's one of those.
okay, so
it's one of those places you go for like college graduation. Like you take the
So
family.
Chick-fil-A is next. I
I-
like their waffle fries. I think they're pretty top tier, but I don't like going there because I'm not a fan of their chicken nuggets and they're homophobic. So I'm automatically giving it a D. I don't know how you get.
So I went to Chick-fil-A for the first time today.
Oh, just
Oh, wow.
today? Was this
Today.
for research?
Yeah, it was because my girlfriend and I left Target and we were like, we should get some food. And I looked around. I was like, there's Chipotle. There's all these other things. And she's like, there's a Chick-fil-A over there. I was like, I never had Chick-fil-A and we're doing this ranking of like fast food. So like, let's go. The food was really good. I really enjoyed it. The chicken was good. But I do think, again, similar to how we rated Raisin Cane's, having only one type of protein, you're going to get a lower ranking from me.
Yeah, agreed.
We also brought up the conversation of that they're homophobic and like closed on Sundays for church and whatnot. And like,
They're closed on Saturdays now, I think too.
are they really?
Yeah,
Wow. They can't be. Today's Saturday.
I think that was like a thing they were talking about, but apparently, like on the news, like I remember they were saying, I was listening
Well-
like through Google News, and they were just like, "Oh, there's talks that they're." I forgot for what reason. It's a religious reason too.
the Sabbath.
Maybe I just know it says the headline says may close on Saturdays from now on due to religious reasons. So
Yeah.
We were talking and we were like, could you imagine still owning a business that's very fruitful, always full lines, everybody talks about it, that like openly condemned a certain group of people and is still operating at full capacity?
nope.
Yep.
That's
Well, and-
America, bro.
If you want to hear something funny, my brother loves it so much and he's gay and he still gets it.
Yeah, there's
I'm like,
plenty
I
of
don't eat
people.
it because they're homophobic. Like, why are you eating it?
And like,
So good, bro.
can
It's
you
so
imagine
good.
if they said like, we don't like black people or we don't like Mexicans or whatever, like any race. If they picked any race and said we
Well,
don't
to
like
be
them,
honest,
they'd be done.
the where you most of them are at, it's in like suburban areas that like they're nowhere near like urban
Yeah,
areas.
very suburban. Yeah, very suburban.
So
I guess
like,
you're right. I've never seen them in Chicago.
yeah.
And there's none in Denver. They're all like around.
There's only like 2 of them, and they're all one is in a very gentrified area that's been gentrified for the past couple of years, and the other one is in like Coral Springs, which is like very not like hood.
It sounds not good. But could you imagine owning a company and saying something like that? That'd be wild. Regardless if you believe it or not, you came out and said it.
I'm gonna give it a D just because like it's nowhere near where I live. Like I think I have one close, but it's never the go-to. Plus, yeah, the homophobic stuff. So
So it's gonna get a D because of the homophobic. But if I rated it purely on its food, I'd have to put it at least the same as Raisin Cane's because I think it's better than Raisin
You
Cane's.
take the homophobic out, I'll give you a C.
So it's getting a D, but I do want to say it put out there. I think it has better chicken than Raisin Cane's does.
Yeah. The food is decent. I will give it that. The food is decent.
All right, Chili's.
Not fast food.
No, wait a second.
I think if you serve alcohol, you're not fast food.
That's not true.
It's not true because we have an alcohol Taco Bell in Chicago.
Yeah, so you can order Chili's on like Uber Eats. And if you can do that,
order Olive Garden on Uber Eats.
And
so
Applebee's,
then because if you can order pizza,
are you kidding me?
You
I don't think pizza's fast food either.
No, pizza's fast food. Yeah, pizza's fast food. Come
The
on.
only pizza fast food is Little Caesars.
Pizza is like we
I
gotta
don't
do
know.
different tiers because 7-Eleven's pizza is gonna be considered fast food. You just go in there and it's ready in 5 minutes.
It's a convenience store. You can do
Yeah.
the same thing with Publix.
Well, I guess Publix is in the running.
I feel like maybe the rule doesn't necessarily apply to the chain pizza places because I feel like they are kind of fast food. Like,
But they're like, oh, how often do you walk into a Papa John's and say, I want pizza?
oh, never. You always
Oh,
order ahead.
if you want that carry out deal, bro.
Yeah, but you always call.
Yeah, but you
Order
called
ahead.
ahead.
You don't go in
Yeah.
and order and then sit there for 15 minutes while they make your pizza.
The
Yeah,
only
but
place
think
you
about
do
it.
that at is Little
Hold on,
Caesars.
think
That's
about it.
fast food. I'll give you Little
Well,
Caesars.
okay, we have to understand the food it's not like a burger or something. It's pizza, so it does have to take somewhat of time, but they get it out to you super quick. It's considered fast food. Come on. Like Domino's or Papa John's, like they get it out to you in like 30 minutes, man. Like
I
feel-
would say if we're sticking to our boundary here of time, then it can't be fast food. And maybe we can do this again with these restaurants that we're not
Just
ranking.
use these restaurants.
okay,
Yeah, like
Just put 'em all
we'll do
in.
that next week. Yeah,
all right, Chipotle then.
I'd say Chipotle's fast food because you go in, you order, and it's ready pretty quickly.
You
walk through like Subway, right?
Now,
yeah.
I will admit I've never actually had Chipotle because I don't like
Never?
Mexican food. No,
Oh, Chipotle.
unless you call unless you say they're chips and salsa, but I feel like that's what counts.
Chipotle is great.
Yeah.
But I
Chipotle's
do
really good.
think
You gotta
I would
take,
be
you gotta
willing to
take
put
a
them-
mean shit though afterwards. You ever seen that South Park commercial where they just casually make fun of the fact that they're bleeding out of their assholes?
yes.
Yeah, Chipotle. And they're like, wait a second, you're bleeding out of your ass? And he's like,
Hey,
well, yeah, that's why
Chipotle.
I got Chipotle away, so I can enjoy my Chipotle and not have to worry about the blood
Yeah,
stains.
it's Chipotle way.
Yeah, and they were like, what was it? I think it was Kyle. He's like, why don't you just not eat so you don't bleed out of your ass? He's like, but it's Chipotle, bro. Like, you don't just not eat Chipotle.
I would normally I feel like food wise I'd put them at an S or an A, but instantly I got to take it down from what I want because they're a one trick pony. Like all they got is that. Their
I mean,
tacos,
well-
their burritos, their burrito bowls are the same thing. It's just a matter of what you want to eat it out of.
I don't know about that one. I don't feel like it's just a one trick pony because in that case, like all these burger joints are one trick ponies. There's just like different meats.
Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's all have 3 different meats.
But so does Chipotle. Chipotle has even more.
They
Chipotle
have
can give
3
you.
different
They can give you chicken. They can
Yeah.
give you pork.
Steak.
They
Or
can give
beef,
you
yeah.
steak. They can give you.
Tofu?
Yeah, they
True,
can do it.
tofu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do.
If anything, you have
Well,
more.
like-
You have more of a selection with Chipotle because you can get like white rice, brown rice,
feel
cilantro,
like-
no
I feel like
cilantro, beans, no
there's
beans.
not as much a variety, but you get to mix and match it. There's no like you just
think-
order a number 10.
Well, it's like Subway, right? Subway has a plethora of options, but like when you go to Subway, you get the same fucking sandwich every time.
Well, now you can get a pizza.
Yeah, but you get the same thing every time. You know you do.
True.
And when you go to Chipotle, if you order white rice, no beans, steak, cheese, Sour cream.
hold on. If we're
put
doing
the fucking corn
if
on
we're
there,
doing this
and I'm doing the same thing.
I feel like
all
this
the time.
argument doesn't stand because if that's the case, McDonald's, no one's going to get a fucking fish fillet from McDonald's realistically.
Yes, they are.
Some people, but not the majority. Like my dad will get a fish fillet because my dad is weird like that. But the majority American is just gonna be like, get me a fucking Big Mac and make sure I got the extra sauce. Like
I don't
I mean-
get Big Macs ever. I get McDoubles and Mac sauce.
McDoubles, Big Mac. They're getting the fucking
It's all
beef
the same
burger.
stuff.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
beef burger. At
But
least
they
like,
also
I agree
get
with
chicken
that one.
nuggets. They also go on chicken nuggets. I want chicken nuggets. Or they get the McChicken. Or they get the McGangbang.
True. Or
The same thing with
fish,
Burger King.
or
You
the
get
ribs.
I get chicken fries or chicken nuggets.
No,
or the
hold on.
long chicken sandwich.
it's not that it's not the same thing as Burger King because what Burger King is serving as chicken is not chicken.
Their chicken's better than goddamn McDonald's.
Are you kidding me?
No, and I agree with Hammered on that one. But
No,
so
no.
But so I agree with you. I think they are fast food, and I think they are. They
Oh, I
do
wasn't-
have more variety.
I'm not eliminating them from fast food.
No,
I'm
I know.
thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Okay,
like Raisin
we
Canes
need-
and
I want to
Chick-fil-A.
revisit the Burger King's ranking now because we need to drop
Nope.
it.
No,
Because hold on, their
you
chicken,
already did drop
their,
it, but we talked.
their
Too late,
chicken,
too
their
late.
chicken is
Nope,
terrible.
Nope.
Dude, when
McDonald's
Anyway.
chicken is a pink paste.
no. I'd rather have a pink paste that's crispy than a rubbery substance that Burger King gives me that's flaky.
It's not
Like,
a
what is
rubbery,
that?
flaky substance.
Yes, it
They
is.
got- It's flaky because they use real breading.
Too much breading.
Yeah, real. Not
Anyway,
this like thing
sounds
they
like-
coated over it.
it sounds like you guys could agree to Chipotle at an A.
Okay, Chipotle's not.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, it is an A.
Oh shit, I'm moving it on the screen.
It's not an S, but it is close.
All right, Cece's Pizza.
I think we
It's
agreed
not-
no pizza, right? Unless it's
I don't
Hold
think
on.
that's-
What about because it's a buffet?
I've
Cece's
never
is
had
a weird.
Cece's.
Cece's a
I've never
weird
had
animal.
Cece's.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I've
you
never
can
had it.
literally go in and start eating.
It's ready. It's a
And
pizza
it's
buffet.
right. Yeah, it's ready. Buffets might be a little because like that is considered fast food. You go in, you pay the moment you sit down. All that
It's
food
ready.
is ready.
But you
Yeah.
are sitting down in the restaurant to do
You
that.
can get it to go and it's ready too.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, people sit at Pizza Hut back in the day. What do you mean?
Yeah,
That's
Pizza
true.
Hut did have a
I
buffet.
did sit at Pizza Hut. Yeah, I did that
But-
with my Grammy a lot.
But the thing is, when you go into Pizza Hut and get a pizza to go, you have to wait for them to cook it. If you go into CC's and get a pizza, there's a high likelihood it's ready.
Already ready, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't know that because I've never been to CC's. So,
Yes.
are you guys
I-
counting it as fast food?
In the forefront of my brain, CC's would not come up when I say, what fast food are we picking?
Right.
However, if you were like, we could go to CC's or Raisin Cane's, I'm like, let's
Let's
fucking go to
CC's.
CC's.
Yeah. Let's go to CC's. CC's is just like if you're in the mood for pizza, it's even better. But like you're gonna get full, bro. Like their pizzas are really good.
Every pizza you want, including dessert pizzas.
I remember I saw
Right.
this YouTuber like he does like videos on like old like companies that used to be around, and CC at one point was like super large company. Like they were
CC.
everywhere. They're not so much now, but like back in the day,
Yeah.
they were
They're few and far
everywhere.
between. There's another company like CC's. It's called Pizza Ranch.
I feel
Never
like
heard of it.
CC's would benefit a lot back in the day because of like whenever you're like that fucking you get off of school or like like field trips they bring
Yeah.
them to CC's, or if you're part of like some soccer team, football team, you know they're
Let's
going
go
to
to
CC's.
CC's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fast food. All the kids want
It's
pizza.
$5.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It was only $5 to get in, and their
I think
variety
they
of
raised
pizza.
it to $6 now.
Yeah,
but,
and it's
like,
not like, oh, you're just getting a pepperoni and a cheese all day
No.
long. Like, no,
they
you
have
got
buffalo
Hawaiian,
pizza,
buffalo,
everything.
yeah, all types of fucking pizza.
CC's is God's gift to earth.
Yeah.
I think because most of the time when you go to CC's, like I don't know many people who walk away with a CC's pizza, and like if I'm gonna order pizza, I'm not ordering from CC's.
Yeah,
So,
like, if
like-
I'm home and you're gonna bring me a pizza or I'm gonna pick it up, I'm not going to CC's.
Yeah.
But if I want to like pick out and it's cheap, CC's is the way to go, bro. It's $5, man.
So for that sake, I think I'm gonna put it at a C personally, just because like I'm not gonna order it if it's a one-off.
no,
I will 100% go to it.
I'm considering it an S.
At S,
It's a
buddy.
sleeper. It's a sleeper, bro.
buddy. If we included like Chili's in all those places, I'd raise it to S category.
So what do we say? See?
I'm thinking C, as long as we're talking about like fast food, like drive through, ready to pick up, ready to go.
I
think
almost
it's a
okay.
C.
I almost want to give it a B because you can't say nothing wrong about CC's. Like all these other C's, it's like either
There's
this
something
or
wrong
that.
with
Yeah,
it.
it's like, CC's is just like it's just you wouldn't go if you're just wanting a pizza. But if you want to pick out with anybody, that would be the best place to go to. It's the cheapest and like you get good food. Like there's
I'll
no
take it.
complaints. There's no complaints.
How do you, Frenchie, as being a neutral party on this, how do you feel about the ranking of B or C?
So I have a similar place here that's called Peter Pepper Pizza that has a buffet. And if I was gonna rate like their buffet, and they do have like ready to go pizza sometimes. It depends on like how busy it is. I would give it a B. So that's the only thing I can add to that.
Okay. I don't know what this next one is. Next to Chili's. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Culver's?
Is that what that is? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's for sure Culver's.
Yeah, you've never had Culver's?
I don't even know what that is. What is that? A burger joint?
That's a Midwest place.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have delicious ice cream, which is
It's
like
custard.
yeah, custard. So
Ooh, custard's
good.
good.
We have Culver's
Butter burgers and custard ice cream and milkshakes. Very thin burgers, but super, super good.
here.
They have
we
chicken.
them-
They have all the normal shit.
Yeah, we have them here. I have one, like the closest one to me is a little too far, so I've thought multiple times about going, but I haven't gone just because of the distance. But I like Culver's. I do. Their custard is good. I'm
Honestly, to
leaning
rate
B to
them,
C.
to give them to somebody who doesn't know what they are, I would rate them above Wendy's.
Oh, you shut your mouth right now.
They're
You shut your mouth.
They are at the very least on the same playing field.
I would agree to that. I wouldn't say they're above, but I'd say same playing field.
So, like, if you like Wendy's, you'll
I love
like
Wendy's.
Culver's.
Yeah.
So what are we putting it at? It's a fast food joint?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want?
100%. It's still drive through. It's all still the same
Yeah.
shit, but you could get a lot of custards and custard shakes and shit
You
like
want to?
that.
So what are we saying? A B?
See, I'm warning you right now. I'm giving Wendy's an S tier. But Culver's I'd say B.
Okay.
Just because of the distance and like that I can't get it as often as I would like. So I haven't had it like recently. I like it, but it's not a place I go to.
I'm not mad at Culver's being a B, but I would rate them above Arby's and Boston Market. So I would put them at an A in the
see
scheme of that.
Yeah. All right, A. I say A. I can agree to that. That makes sense.
Okay.
And yeah, in relation to the other ones in B, I would say it deserves an A.
All right. Our next up is Dunkin' Donuts.
They gotta be fast food, but like they're low end.
Yeah, see, I like Dunkin' Donuts. I like their hot chocolate. I like their donuts.
I think
Yeah.
I think when it comes to these places, like these one-offs, I think we need to look at like how good they are at what they do, and rank them on that.
What they do.
Yeah, so their coffee, their donuts, and they're basically breakfast sandwiches. Like, are they?
So Chick-fil-A got a D for being really good at hating
No,
homosexuals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, for being real good at hating.
I would give Dunkin' Donuts. I'd give Dunkin' Donuts a C
Yeah, I
because
should see.
I don't have anything wrong to say about them. Their coffee's
So-
decent.
I think the thing to question here would be, because it's not on here, is where would you put Krispy Kreme?
I'd probably put
It's-
Krispy Kreme in A.
It's too much for me. It's too much sugar. It's too sweet. So I'd still say C.
Dunkin' Donuts. I like their stuff, but the only real thing I like from them is their coffee.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd give their coffee a C grade.
How often in a year do you think you would go hammered?
for their coffee
Yeah.
I go like at
during
least
hockey
two.
season. I would go once a day.
Yeah,
During
I go-
hockey season for sure.
I go at least like 2 or 3 times a week.
I would rather have Dunkin' Donuts coffee than Starbucks coffee.
I like their bagels too. They're not the best bagels.
I've
but
never had their
they're
bagels.
consistent. They're good.
Their bagels are
They're
actually
good.
really good. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
won't
they're
lie.
good.
I do get the bagels. I get an everything bagel with cream cheese, and it's always good.
Yeah.
if we're going consistency of like how often you go and what you like from them, I'd put them at a B because I get their coffee a lot and I love their coffee.
But if we are considering the criteria of variety,
They
I would
don't
go
have a
to
lot of
C.
food. They don't
Yeah,
have a
I
lot
would
of
go to
food.
C. Yeah.
I'm comfortable with C.
And I want to say C because if I go to get a bagel at lunch, they're all out of the bagels because everyone eats them in the morning and they don't make any more.
Well, also, I think I think we should revisit this. I think it should be a B because every time you go, well, no matter where you're at, Dunkin' Donuts, they hold their standard.
They're consistent, absolutely.
It
I
may
will
not be
say-
like S tier, but like it's you know what you're getting when you go. to
Yeah,
Dunkin'
I
Donuts.
will say I've worked there twice as like how one helping out a friend, and then two when I actually like got a job there, and the amount of shit you need to know and like do to prep everything, they put a lot of work. It's a lot more than
Well,
what they
most
get
of
paid
them,
for.
most of them are also a Baskin Robbins.
Yep. Yeah, sure. The one right by me is a Baskin Robbins.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, we can move it up to a B. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think it's a B.
Are we all comfortable with a B?
I think it's a B.
Yeah, but
All right.
Next
All
up,
right.
Five Guys. There's a great meme. It has Jeffrey Dahmer, and it says, "I was eating Five Guys before it was cool."
Ah ha 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 ha. Now I know everyone loves Five Guys. I'm not a fan.
I don't think they're good. I think they're greasy. I don't enjoy those thick fries that they have.
No, and they're
Um,
like fair fries, but worse.
I think they're the longest of the fast food waits. Don't get me
Also
wrong,
true.
they're not all day, right? They're still fast, but like they're definitely the longest of the fast food waits.
Yeah.
I just don't like them because it's too greasy. Like I remember a friend got us that for like work, and the fries literally had oil dripping, like it was dripping
And they're
out of the bag.
expensive.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
expensive.
it's expensive, very expensive.
I'll put in a
so-
D.
Yeah, I'd say
Actually,
C.
by like health standards, there's actually a documentary that they came like a small one where they were I think it was it Vice News, and like on standards
right.
they use like their food is like probably the most fattening. Like it
Really?
is very oily. They use a ton of oil along their fucking burgers and food. It's always dripping oil, bro.
I mean, I've seen it. I just like it's weird to have it like
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
no, they did a study and they were like, yeah, no, fucking Five Guys, bro, will give you a heart attack.
So Five Guys is either C or D. What are we
I'm
thinking?
comfortable. I'm throwing D out.
I'm throwing the D out too.
All right, yeah, D it is. Let's take a shot to that, shall we?
Sure.
I'm moving on to my barrel aged Pink Whitney. Shout
Ooh.
out barrel aged. Shout out Deer Pour Spout. There is a rule with the Deer Pour Spout. You guys ready for this?
What's the
Yeah.
rule?
Bleh.
I love it. I was not expecting that.
Throw it up in your cup.
All right, Soul, you ready?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take mine from the bottle again.
All right.
Yeah, you're a hero.
Three.
That's what I used to do.
Oh yeah. Well, not all heroes wear capes, you know.
Cheers.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Cheers.
So much better.
Oof.
Wow, barrel aged Pink Whitney is so much better. It's got like vanilla notes to it. It's got some wood on it. It's like weirdly aged, but it's still like this like pink lemonade vodka. It's so weird.
All right, what do we do? Giano. Giano's? What the fuck is that? Is that
It's a pizza place. I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
pizza? Nope. Okay.
Next.
Let me do a quick Google because I just want to see what it is. Because this is the first one none of us have heard of.
Giannino's. Yeah, Giannino's.
What's the next one? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I don't know. what
Whoa,
that
there's
is.
one out here.
Is it a
Oh, no,
fast
there's
food
not.
joint? Or we've
No,
never...
there's not. There's
I
not
think
one out
it's
here.
obviously pizza.
Yeah, it's a pizza place. $15 for a medium pizza. They have wings. It looks like your
Too much.
average pizza
Skip.
place, honestly. It looks like a Papa John's.
Yeah, skip. The next one, I don't know. Looks like a Chinese fast food place. Never heard of it.
They're all in Ohio.
Mm.
The pizza place, Gianna.
So then that's
Giannino's.
who made this. Someone who lives in Ohio.
Okay, the next one, IHOP, that's out. Jack in the Box. All right, this is for you guys because I've never been there.
In-N-Out's not in?
In-N-Out's in there too. In-N-Out's right next to
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's next.
but you
It's
skipped
next.
it.
No. Jack in the
it's-
Box is before In and Out.
Yeah.
Mine's backwards for you guys.
Is it?
Yeah, and alphabetically it's backwards for you.
Oh, I might have moved it by accident.
I didn't think you could do that. Oh, you can. Wow,
Oh.
look at that.
Okay, so Jack in the Box.
I like
not-
Jack in the Box.
It's not bad. I don't like the oil that they use, and I feel
Hey-
like a lot of the things I get are too sweet, like weirdly sweet.
Big
So-
argument. J-Box Talks. They got tacos.
True.
And they're the same tacos you get from Burger King. So if you like the Burger King tacos, you like J-Box Talks.
I would give Jack in the Box either a B or a C. I'm leaning more towards C, but I'm willing to hear you out.
They also have sourdough as an option for bread. For your
That's
burger.
interesting.
Didn't they have pretzel at some point?
Yep.
A pretzel.
So for your-
bun?
Yeah, the pretzel bun, sourdough bun, or the regular sesame bun, or no sesame bun.
Soul, what do you think?
Have you had Jack in the Box?
I've never
though?
been to Jack in the Box.
Oh, okay, so it's just me and Hammered.
I feel like they're a
Um,
West Coast thing.
Yeah, they might
Yeah.
be. I've never seen one around here.
Yeah. So, Hammered, what would you rate it?
Where'd you put it? A C?
I said B or a C. It's just too sweet for me. I don't know why.
I'd put them on the same as Arby's.
All right, B it is.
I guess the only different thing is I would not put them the same as Dunkin' Donuts. I'm more regularly going to go to Dunkin' Donuts than I am any of those other places.
All right. What about In-N-Out Burger?
Boo!
Crucify me if you want. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Are we giving
Don't
it a
like
D?
it. D it is. Fucking it out.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
its
I put them.
popularity.
I put them the same as Five Guys. Their only redeeming factor is similar to the demeaning factor for Chick-fil-A. They only hire people who are like going to college and they pay them a lot.
Oh, In-N-Out Burger?
Yeah. That's like a big thing about it. They hire people who are going to school for something. Regardless of what you're going to school for, you just have to be doing something. And they pay them a decent wage for a fast food place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I was so excited at first because it was like, oh, everything's made fresh. You can see them with the potatoes, like cut the potatoes and put them in the
Yeah.
fryer. I was like, oh, that's gonna be great. Nah, not super great. Super
So-
bland.
Honestly, I feel like the way we thought Chick-fil-A was a C and we demoted it to a D, I think we should raise In-N-Out to a C because they like take care of the boys. You know?
I'll
Yeah,
agree with that.
but variety wise, they don't have a lot.
Yeah, but we lowered Chick-fil-A for only not liking.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can deal
Right.
with that. I can deal with that.
All right. Yeah, I guess I could.
So like,
I wouldn't turn it down if someone gave me In-N-Out fries. I would eat them.
yeah, I don't like In-N-Out. I would keep them at a D for just their food. But if we lowered Chick-fil-A because of their views, I think we should raise In-N-Out because of their views.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. All right. Next is Jersey Mike's.
I go for it. You go first.
I actually like Jersey Mike's. The true fat ass in me likes that they're fucking like super long ones are even bigger, like sandwiches. And you like have so much more. So like me being a fat ass, I just love it. So
I like
that.
I'd give them a B. I'd give them a B.
I have never had Jersey Mike's, so I'm out.
I honestly I'll agree with the B. I don't think Jersey. I'm a sandwich connoisseur. A sandwich is the way to my heart. Like if you were to make me dinner and you brought me out a good sandwich, I would be fucking stoked. I'd be so excited. I love sandwiches. Subs I love a lot. I don't like toasted subs a lot.
Really?
It's like the cold.
Yeah, I like a cold sub or even like a warm but not like
Do you like I always
I
get
like
like
soft bread.
I like the bun toasted on the top.
I like soft bread.
Okay.
I don't like the
get mine-
crunch.
I usually get mine toasted. I like the toast. I like it nice and crunchy.
But I would go with a B because they do have good size. I don't think their meats in the experience that I've had has been like overfulled where I'm like, I've never been wanting more meat, but I've never been like, I couldn't have more meat on this sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with a B.
Okay. Next one is Jimmy John's.
Jimmy
Also
John's
never
S
had.
tier. S tier.
I will say, I don't eat a lot on Jimmy John's. The only thing I've ever gotten when I worked at one place, we get Jimmy John's every like Friday. Their Gargantua
The
sandwich.
gargantuan sandwich. That's what I get all the time.
That's
And they have a
probably-
secret menu.
Yeah. What's his?
They have a Chuck Norris,
I never heard of
which
that.
is a gargantuan with tuna salad, bacon, and avocado on it.
I can't. I'd have to try that. The Gargantua sandwich from Jimmy John's alone,
That's what I get every time.
I'd probably give it an A to an S. Yeah.
Jimmy John's is my pre-fight meal. I have a Jimmy John's sandwich before every fight, unless I'm in another country that doesn't have Jimmy John's.
Do you get the Gargantua?
Yeah.
It's a good sandwich. I haven't had any other, and I've never had any other sandwich from Jimmy John's other than the Gargantua.
So not only that, they only use fresh baked bread, and their
Yep.
day old bread they sell the next day. You could buy it for like 50 cents
Yeah,
and
that's
buy
good.
a loaf of their bread.
Yeah, that's one of the places I like that they don't just toss away their shit.
And not only that, no matter what you order, it is there in 15 minutes.
That's their whole stance. Yeah.
It's fucking there.
Yeah.
I've never in my life had a Jimmy John's be late.
I think they do a good job on like how far the location has to go, because for them to keep that 15 minutes, some Jimmy John's can't really go that far. But if it's in your
There are a lot
area,
of bike people. There are a lot
Yeah.
of bike people.
if it's in your area, it's a good sandwich to get, and it's not.
I'm going
it's
S
not
tier.
expensive. Yeah, I'll give it an S.
Jimmy
First S
John's.
tier. There we
Jimmy
go.
John's, it's the S tier. Let's go, baby.
All right, KFC.
Jimmy John's sponsor us.
All
I would
right, so
love Jimmy.
KFC.
Give me a Gargantua for the rest of my life.
I will eat a gargantuan every stream you send it to me, Jimmy
Yeah.
John's.
KFC, we used to order as a family every Christmas Eve. That was like our tradition.
Really? That's
I'm
old
not-
school.
I know. I'm not a huge fan,
Uh,
but it's pretty good.
I'm
Oh.
much more of a Popeyes fan than I am a KFC.
political standing, John Wayne Gacy was a big part of KFC.
Did not know that. Interesting.
He married into some person's family that like owned a shitload of them, and that was his last meal was a KFC bucket.
Ew.
Isn't that what the president
Um,
likes? KFC? Isn't it like McDonald's
is
and
it?
KFC?
I don't know that, but
I remember there was a story that he went to India. It wasn't India.
it got KFC.
No, it was India, and they told him like, so they eat a very like, it's a lean diet. They don't serve like, when you're like obviously at that high level, like when you're speaking to the prime minister and everything, it's not like you're just gonna be able to get a McDonald's anywhere, bro. It's like, no, we serve like very healthy food and everything. And they were literally like, the staff was afraid of what was gonna happen if President Trump didn't get, or former President Trump didn't get like his McDonald's or his Burger King. 'Cause
Really?
that's literally what he ate every day. Like it was part of his diet. Like that's what they would make at the fucking White House, is like a burger, like a McDonald's style burger. And like they were
could say-
actually scared. They're like, we don't know what in the fuck the president's gonna do.
You could
if he
say
doesn't
whatever you
have
want
this.
about any president. Like you could have told me that was any president, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's fucking
Like
funny.
that right there is the funniest thing
I was laughing my ass
I've
off.
heard in a while.
Because I was just like, dude, they're so scared. Like, you think they would be scared about some other political things going on, but they're like, no, bro, we don't know we don't know if his body will just reject it, like the food, or like.
What if the president doesn't get his McDonald's?
He's gonna die.
Is he gonna bomb us? What's happening?
Right? So it seems like KFC is between a C and a D. How are you feeling?
I like KFC, and I like it more than Raising Cane's, and I like it more than Boston Market.
I actually, and I'm like, I'm a fat ass, so a lot of people will say like, how dare you? But I rather have their grilled chicken recipe than their crispy. That grilled
I like
chicken
grilled.
is really good at KFC. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm also a big fan of the Famous Bowl.
Yeah, Famous Bowl is good. Famous Bowl is really like one of their. It's like a thing you can get. It's pretty cheap too.
I
So
would
how
put
are you
them at a
guys
B. I'm throwing them B.
I might give it a B.
All right.
I
can
don't
agree
think
with
it's too low for a C. Not that low.
it. All right. Longhorn is out. Here's McDonald's. What are we feeling about McD's? McD's nuts.
All right.
What is it?
Soul and I are gonna fight, but
It's fine, Soul. We know what it is. It's fine.
Do you see the
Nope.
KFC logo?
Yeah, no,
It's
no.
just
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's gone. It's fine. We know what it is.
okay. Like I put it back, it's there, but I guess it's the way it was.
Yeah, it's whatever.
The logo is transparent, I guess.
big thing with I think Burger King's quality of food is better than McDonald's quality of food, and Soul's gonna kill me.
No, burger wise. If you're talking about burgers,
All of it.
I'll probably give you the burgers. I will give you the burgers. Chicken, no, man. I'd rather
Okay.
have McDonald's process whatever the mystery meat they put in that shit than Burger King's.
Now, that being said, on my opinion, that being said, if I'm gonna try to like eat a bunch of food, I'm gonna go to McDonald's before I go to Burger King.
Yeah.
So
The dollar menu is unbeatable at McDonald's.
it is.
And I would say McDonald's fries, even though I hate their chicken nuggets. They're awful. And most of the things I order there are not great, but their fries are so good.
Their fries are probably
I
one
like-
of the best
their
things.
fries are up
Yeah.
there. Their fries are
Yeah.
up there.
I think the
So-
only fries that can compete with them, and it's like only like a handful. I think like maybe Checkers. Like Checkers is like fries are really good for some reason. I don't know why. Everything else about Checkers is really not that great. But like their fries are pretty good. I
So
don't
So
based on that, I would say A to B.
I'm in the AB area, but the amount of times that I order it, it's got to be an A. And their breakfast sandwiches are top tier. I don't think their breakfast sandwiches
Yeah.
beat the French toast, but
No, their
I'm
big
gonna put them in an A.
But-
their big breakfast alone beats like any other breakfast.
It doesn't
but-
beat the French toast sticks. Get the fuck
You
out of
ca-
my
you
face.
have-
I agree.
Pancakes with your big breakfast.
French toast sticks.
You have pancakes.
French toast sticks.
Their
It's the
pancakes
same
are rubber.
thing.
All right.
So
Pancakes and
so
French
is the
toast are
chicken
not
at
the same
Burger
thing.
King.
I will die on my shield of this. They're not the same. If I asked for French toast and you brought me pancakes,
They
I'll
have
throw
they have
hands.
McGriddles. That beats your French toast.
It's more pancakes.
It's basically the French toast, but with like sausage and eggs.
Okay.
Except
So
that it's not.
McDonald's at an A.
Yeah.
Are we all agreed? to that?
I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A.
It's on the same
It's
tier
definitely
as
not-
Burger King.
It's definitely not
Average.
S tier.
No, definitely
No,
not
I'll
S
give it
tier.
Moe's Southwest Grill.
Never
Is
had
that
it.
that's not fast food. They don't have a
No,
drive-thru.
they're not. No, they're not fast food.
They're like Chili's.
Yeah. Olive Garden. No, Panda Express.
Never had it.
I will give Panda Express an S tier.
Yeah,
I don't have
it's
anything.
always
wrong with
good.
it. It's always good. It's kind of expensive. I'll give, but I understand why. It's really good.
I've never had a bad time at Panda Express. I get a
Me
fortune
neither.
cookie.
They give you
The
a
only
really
negative-
good amount of food. Like they're not skimmy on it. They give you it's bursting out of the box.
The only negative I can say about them is their Rangoon is just cream cheese. There's no crab in there.
Yeah, I never.
But they also don't say crab Rangoon. It just says Rangoon.
Yeah. But I'd give it.
I don't
an
know what
S tier.
Rangoon translates to, but
I also wanna shout out to all the those Chinese restaurants in the malls. Those motherfuckers pack your fucking shit. I don't know if it's because they don't get enough business in the mall, but they still make a lot of money. But have you ever? There's a TikTok video recently going around of some guy going to I think it's like in Mall of America or something, and he went to one of the Chinese restaurants in the food court. And oh my god, they just asked for I think it was orange chicken and what's bourbon chicken, and they fucking they couldn't even close the lid on his food. They had to wrap it in wrapping what is that, ceramic? Not ceramic.
yeah, the saran wrap.
Yeah, saran wrap, and it was just so ridiculous.
There
I
was
don't know.
some
I don't know
Chinese
why
food
they
place
give
by
you
my
that much
house.
food.
I used to order the largest chicken fried rice they have, and it would come in a gallon bucket. It was huge.
Yeah, I've noticed Chinese restaurants here, the ones that are in the plazas, they don't really give you they give you a good amount of food for what you're paying for.
Yeah.
But you go to the mall and get the food from the Chinese restaurants in the mall, and you're taking most majority of that food back because that's too much money. That's too much food they're giving you. Dude,
All right, next.
it has the pockets. they'll put like enough for it to like one of the chickens to flow in both pockets, then put the rest of the chicken on the other top of it, and then put
Yep.
rice. And you're just like, how do I eat all this?
Oh, I eat it.
Yeah, me too. I found out
All right.
a way.
Next is Panera. Is that fast food?
I would consider Panera like a Dunkin' Donuts without a drive-through.
Yeah.
They're like a
Yeah.
Starbucks, like without a drive-through too.
Yeah.
I think they're like they're like right above Dunkin', but not like at the level of like class, like when I mean class, I mean like what's the word I'm looking for? Like who goes
They're
there?
not the same grade.
Yeah,
They're high.
I will say.
I love.
I think
There was one
price wise.
episode- There's one episode we were talking about like things that are banned in other countries that aren't banned in America. And there's one thing that a lot of companies in America put in their bread that's bad for you, and Panera does not put that in their bread, which makes it like slightly better for you and just in general. And I like their bread. I like Panera. I don't really get a lot from Panera. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I'm gonna go to Panera.
Yeah,
But it
I
don't
love their
mind it.
bread. I love their stuff, but I always end up spending too much. I get the bread bowl, soup, and a sandwich.
Mhm.
I think it's just because of where I'm from. We just don't have a lot of Panera breads, and we don't go there. But like my cousin who lives in like Coral Springs and Parkland, like in a much like richer area, that's definitely like a go-to spot for like a lot of people. I would give Panera. You know what? I'll even go as high as a B, just because when I do get their food, it's always pretty good. I've never had a complaint about Panera. I just don't go there
It's
a lot.
consistent. Yeah, I don't go there a lot
Yeah.
either, but it is consistent.
I wanted to put them at A, but realistically, I'm putting them
I've-
at B because they're pricey.
Yeah, they're pretty. I've had their like their food is pretty good. Like I've had their tomato soup with garlic bread. It's really good. I've
They've
had
also
like
taken out my favorite sandwich,
which one was that?
Oh.
the Fontaine grilled cheese.
Oh, I used to get that. They took that.
Fontana grilled cheese or whatever. It had like
that
goat
used to be-
cheese
yeah,
and
that
regular
was
cheese.
Really good.
It was so good.
I didn't know they got rid of
So B?
that.
Yeah.
If Einstein Bros was on this list, I'd put Einstein Bros in the same category as Panera Bread.
Yeah, I agree. So B.
Bagel sandwiches, I think, would be higher, but that's not on here and irrelevant. So yeah, B.
I might
Yeah.
give Einstein Bros more just because there are like dozen bagels that you can buy in that box. Is like pretty good because you get like a really big amount of coffee with it.
Downside of all bagel places, is they close at like fucking 2:00.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know what this next one is.
And then Papa John's, we said no.
Paninis. I don't know
Oh,
what the Paninis place is.
Yeah, Papa
Yeah.
John's.
And then-
no,
Penn
And-
Station, I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
They're an East Coast sandwich company. I've had them, but if two of us haven't had them, they're automatic
Yeah, no.
All
out.
right. Pizza Hut, no. Popeyes.
Wait, hold on. This was what I want to bring about Pizza Hut. So Pizza Hut, 100%, I'm on the page with it not being fast food. However,
They do have a drive-through.
there's
They
a
do.
lot of them that have a drive-through,
Yeah,
and there's a
true.
lot of them connected to KFCs.
True.
That's true.
True. So should we make an exception for Pizza Hut? 'Cause
But I
love
think
Pizza Hut.
if we make the exception for them, we can only go off their fast food menu items, which are
Which
not
I've
the
never
stuffed
had.
crust, which are
Yeah,
not
I've
they're
never had.
personal pizzas.
Yeah,
That's
they're
all it
like
is.
really small pizzas.
I only get Pizza Hut when I order it myself, like for
Yeah.
a full pizza. So I can't.
I've
really do
never,
that.
I'm not
had
going to
fast
lie,
food.
I've never gone to a KFC and ordered
gotten the
Pizza
Pizza
Hut.
Hut?
Yeah, no. Because I'm
So
like,
I
I don't want a personal pizza. Like, I'd rather get a full pie. Like,
So should we just skip Pizza Hut?
yeah,
then?
we can skip Pizza Hut.
All right, Popeyes.
I can't remember the last time I had Popeyes.
I would put Popeyes over. I would give Popeyes an 8 just because it's better than KFC in my opinion.
Again, I'm not a fan of fried chicken, so I've never had Popeyes.
You never have fried chicken?
Nope, not for Popeyes.
Popeyes is fried. I'd rather have Popeyes fried chicken than KFC's fried chicken. I feel like Popeyes' fried chicken is a little bit better with the seasoning.
So if you give me the option to go to KFC, Boston Market, or Popeyes, it would be KFC, Popeyes, Boston Market in that order.
See, I'd be Boston Market, Popeyes, KFC, man. Because that meatloaf. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't put it in A.
I don't mind giving it a B. I think Popeyes is better than KFC in my opinion, but I don't mind giving it a B.
think their limited menu does them in.
Yeah, I think all they really have is their like chicken. They do have those like personal meals where it's like you get the 2-piece with the fries and the biscuit. I think Popeye's biscuits are really deadly. I think that probably should be a negative against them.
You could
I think
die.
You can literally choke to death.
You need a gallon of water per biscuit.
Yeah, you always need to like have a water with you when you're having Popeye's biscuits, or you just may just choke. All right, Red Lobster's out. I've never been to the Red Robin. I don't know if that's fast
I
food.
don't think it's fast food.
Yeah, I don't think Red Robin's
I know
fast
their
food.
commercials.
Burgers, they're
Does-
good. I
don't know
enjoy
the
them.
next one. I don't know the next one.
That's
but the
Shake
next one
Shack.
after that is Sonic. Oh, Shake Shack. I've never had.
Yeah, the next one's Shake Shack.
I've never had Shake Shack.
Oh, they're good. They're better than In-N-Out. They're the East Coast In-N-Out, but they're better. But we can't rate them because 2 of us haven't had it.
Sonic's.
I love Sonic. Plus, they got corn dogs, and they got people who skate up to your car.
Yeah, I'd probably give them an S tier, man.
Yeah, S. I agree.
So the only reason I'm lowering them from S tier, and it's weird because both the other people on S tier have this same problem, but I don't associate them with this problem. I want Sonic open later.
They have some that are 24/7. Just depends on which.
Do they really?
Yeah,
Yeah, here
The-
they do.
depends on which one you go to. There's
And listen,
one.
listen, Hammered. I love French toast sticks from Burger King, but Sonic's are
Sonic's
better.
is way better.
I didn't realize they have French toast sticks.
Yeah, let me
Oh,
give you.
get them. Get them immediately. They're
Yeah.
so fucking good.
I always go
I get
there
them
and get the
every
corn
time I go.
dog
No,
because
I get.
I did a corn dog TikTok.
Every time now
Yeah,
that
I
I
remember
go, because of the corn dog, every time now I get like a slushy, I get a corn dog.
No, I get a
Um,
foot long, French toast sticks, French fries, or tots, or both, depending on how I'm feeling. I love Sonic S tier, absolutely.
I kind of love the
I'll
fact that
take
they
S tier.
that you can get tots. Like, just go back to the old school. Makes me feel like a kid
Can-
again.
Can we show my Sonic TikTok?
TikTok, if you pull it up, absolutely. It's so fucking funny. You deep throating them. Mm.
So, hold on, I'm pulling it up. But it came. I'll send you mine and I'll show you where I got it from. Because this girl has a
No, yeah,
hilarious YouTube
yeah. You.
or a hilarious TikTok. I mean,
Mm-hmm. While you pull that up, Starbucks. The only thing I've had from Starbucks is water and Rice Krispie treats. So I feel like I can't really speak to Starbucks.
so I've had their full shit.
Yeah, me too.
I don't drink coffee. So.
I like caramel macchiatos from them.
I like their iced coffees. I like their different blends of them. I like the specialty ones. Like Dunkin' Donuts, you go to get your like the most like exotic thing you're getting is like caramel, like iced coffee. Like just like or like hazelnut. Like it's nothing crazy. But like I like Starbucks's like they had like the pumpkin spice one. I had that for like Halloween. I had this like Irish one, like Irishman type style. I thought that was really good. I like their different specialty ones.
They gotta be. They're expensive. They're not super great. Like I'm not going out of my way to get Starbucks, but I'll go a little bit out of my way to get
Dunkin' Donuts.
donuts. Yeah.
Do I want to be?
So B or C? Because Dunkin' Donuts is B.
Hold on, let me.
How come that was C?
I got a hammered TikTok up. Let's see what this is.
This is me.
Yeah.
Be in a relationship?
Look, you with your long
Absolutely.
beard.
But here's
Oh,
the thing.
yeah. That was before the.
The
They
fight.
made me
I'll
shave
continue
it.
to be single until somebody can match my energy. Because I'd rather be single than be in a half-ass relationship.
Thanks for that.
And that's on. Do I like being single?
Right?
Yeah. Do I
Oh,
want to be in a
there it is.
You
relationship?
just take it away.
Got it all.
Absolutely.
You got it all.
But here's the thing. I'll continue to be
Ridiculous.
single until
Can you
somebody
hear
can
the
match my
sound?
energy.
I'm just watching it.
Because
I've
I'd rather be
unmuted.
single than be in
Yeah,
a
same-
half-ass
same.
relationship. And that's on.
I can only imagine the sound.
Oh my god. That's funny.
You're insane.
The
The
whole
second time you
thing.
did it, you didn't get as far, did you?
No. I sent the one that I got it from.
Yeah.
I sent the TikTok I got it from. That girl is hilarious. So if you're not following me, you should follow her or any of us on TikTok. Do you have one, Soul?
Yeah, I got one.
Like, do you post?
I have to start posting now that I'm gonna start streaming again once I get the desk tomorrow. I can finally put up like all my lights and everything.
I'm not on TikTok. Sorry.
Don't.
You need
It's an
to
addiction.
just get a TikTok, man, so we can start sending it
Nah.
TikToks.
Yeah, I'll blow up your inbox if you want.
All right.
Okay.
So
Where we
Starbucks,
at?
I would give
Starbucks
Starbucks.
is-
I'd give
I was going
Starbucks
C.
Yeah, I'd give it a
C.
C. I'd give it a C.
Not the worst, but definitely not the best.
Yeah.
Steak and Shake.
Dude, I love Steak and Shake.
I
Must be
will-
24 hours no matter what.
I will give Steak and Shake an S. I have no complaints whatsoever about Steak and Shake.
Garlic
give 'em an A.
burger.
And they're like cheap enough that you can get like so the what a lot of people here in Florida do is, and here's the thing, they don't really sell like drinks with the main menu, so like that's why it's a little bit more cheaper. But you can get like a triple burger, right? And it's like $4.99 with fries. Like, you get another one, and then they give you the drink.
Mm-hmm.
So you got two big ass burgers, and you spent
Yeah.
like the same amount that you would have gotten at McDonald's for like a
For a
fucking
meal.
for a meal. And the burgers are fucking good.
The fries
and
are great.
The fries are good too. They're like they're thin fries, like small fries.
I'm a big
but
fan of
really
thin
good.
fries.
Yeah, they're really good. Then their shakes are good. They have really good like different style burgers. Like they got a Jamaican style burger, mushroom burger, Cajun burger. Their Cajun burger is really good.
I'm a big fan of the garlic one.
The garlic one, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. They have this like fresco melt one, amazing,
Yep,
bro.
the Frisco
That
melt, yeah.
shit is good. Like it's
I
not
forgot
really a
about the
burger.
Frisco melt.
Yeah, it's not a thing you usually. It's like you gotta want to get it.
That's
usually
what I
just
used to get for every time I went there, and I forgot about it.
See, like it is a little too greasy, but it's like not so greasy that you're gonna want to like throw up. It just has
When I
enough
finish-
grease.
When I finished my night at this 5 a.m. bar that I used to work at, that's where we went. And it was good. Every time.
All right, I'm
So-
I'm going S tier.
S tier.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Subway.
I think above all else, being 24 hours, that's got to
Yeah,
raise
that's
you.
really good. Yeah, it's really good. The one thing that I will fault them, I'm not gonna fault them. It's because they're that good. It does take a while to get your food because there's always a goddamn line,
Yeah, there is always a line.
and they are kind of, I don't know why.
They're a little pokey.
Yeah, I
They're a
think
little
I
bulky.
think it's because they have a Steak and Shake is one of the few fast food places that people still go inside and sit and eat.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's
to be fair, they're also like, you can see them grilling it.
yeah, that's true. You can see them doing their thing, but like they do, it is a while. Like when Lila says she wants to go get Steak and Shake, I know she's gonna be gone like at least an hour to get the food. Like because one, it's not really like close to us. Like the two ones that are like that are near us are in the same distance, like 30 minutes away. But yeah, you might have to wait a while, but it's worth it, I would say.
If McDonald's raised their quality, I would wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's why McDonald's is so fucking quick.
Yeah.
All right, Subway.
I would say, taking into account the fact that things have come out that what they say it is isn't really what they say it is, I would give it a C or a D.
I
I haven't heard that, but
I'd give it a C. It's convenient, fast subs. You can get them anywhere because literally a Subway is anywhere now.
consistent.
It's consistent, yeah. If you get if it's
24 hours.
it's some of them, not all.
But also,
It's usually a 24-hour option.
I briefly dated this guy in high school who worked at Subway, and he smelled like Subway consistently. So I think that's why I'm a little
Oh,
jaded.
you can't fault Subway for that one.
I know, but there is a Subway smell.
I don't know. I found out that they have a breakfast menu, and their breakfast menu is not bad. It's actually a lot of food. Like it's another full
They
sub,
had
but
pizza.
it's just
They had pizzas before too.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the breakfast ones are pretty crazy because it's like you would think they're giving you a smaller like version. No, you get a foot long sub, but it's breakfast.
They're
Like
100%
eggs and
below
everything.
Arby's.
Yeah. No, I would say that. I'd give it a C. I'll give it a C. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd
is
say C.
everybody- yeah.
See,
It's
for
consistent,
sure.
but it's not the best.
I don't know what this next one is.
So we'll skip that. Taco Bell.
Swenson drive-through. Never heard of that.
I think Taco Bell deserves an S tier.
I don't like Mexican food, so I've never had Taco Bell.
Excuse? Never in your life.
She's
I've
a
had-
picky eater, bro.
I've had the cinnamon twist, and that's
Hold on.
literally it.
Hold on. Hold
Wow.
on.
To
Picky
to
eater.
only ever have cinnamon twists at Taco Bell. Jesus Christ.
I dated a girl who was a vegetarian and still demanded we go to Taco Bell, and she would order shit without the meat. That like taco. What?
Well, we
You
gotta-
never.
Let's be honest. Everybody knows.
Can we
against
buy you Taco Bell?
Hold on. Everybody who knows Taco Bell knows that shit is not fucking ground beef.
Can we order Frenchie? Frenchie, if we order you Taco Bell, will you try it?
No.
Ah,
She's like that, bro.
come
No,
on.
but seriously, I don't like anything
Dude,
about
she
Mexican
only-
food.
she
I don't
only
like
likes-
tortillas. I don't like ground beef.
You never
like-
had Chipotle?
Nope, she's never.
No, I told you I've only had the tortilla salsa.
It's been so long.
I know, right?
Dude, all she
It's taken a
likes,
lot
all
longer.
she likes is her SpaghettiOs and Dino Nuggets, bro.
I don't like SpaghettiOs or Dino Nuggets, you asshole. I don't like either of those things.
You've never had Taco Bell. What is this world?
I don't like beef.
I swear, I like every college student has had Taco Bell at one point. Like I just,
No, I don't like beef.
How did you
Beef
get the
gross
star in
me.
life?
yeah, I don't understand. You've not to even. I understand you don't like it, but to not even try it like once.
No, because I just hear it makes you shit out your ass. Why would I want
Yeah,
that?
yeah. That's the fucking. That's the
Oh.
journey.
Oh, I have IBS. Everything makes me shit out my ass. I'm not trying to have Taco Bell that makes me literally
So-
lose my intestines.
To be fair, everybody has said this, but I've never had a problem with Taco Bell.
Oh wow, I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Here's the thing. When people, I think.
Yeah, so yeah.
I've noticed that when I eat Taco Bell, I just got to take a shit immediately after I eat it. And I just feel like that shouldn't be a thing. You know what I mean? Like I just consumed the food and already I got to shit it out. Like that's not good. Like, but hey, Taco Bell.
That's how I feel about most foods with IBS. I eat it, I have to shit. Like I'm
I
not
don't
trying
know.
to make it worse.
I've never had a problem with Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. I get a cheesy gordita crunch. If I'm feeling fancy, I get a cheesy gordita crunch and put the Dorito nacho taco in the crunch.
You know what
Uh,
always pisses me off about Taco
what?
Bell is people who say you can just make that so easy at home and then show you how easy it is to make. But I'm just like, I don't
And it's
wanna-
not. It's
don't-
not easy.
Yeah, I don't want to go through all that. It's only easy because I haven't seen you cut the cilantro. I haven't seen you cut the tomatoes or the lettuce.
You know what else is easy? Making a burger at home. Fuck
Yeah.
Listen. I will eat Taco Bell if, and here's my ifs. Okay,
I'm ready.
number one, it's only beef, or if they have chicken,
Okay.
I'd rather
They
chicken.
have
They have
chicken.
chicken. They have chicken.
They have
Okay.
steak too.
Yeah.
Chicken and cheese, and then they can put salsa on it.
Chicken
But-
quesadilla.
Yeah, I was
Listen,
about to say that.
No, listen, but there can't be a single chunk in the salsa. It has to be the salsa like sauce.
Chicken quesadilla.
Chicken,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
there's no salsa in the chicken quesadilla.
You could even just get like a mild sauce. Their mild sauce.
Hold
It's
on,
like-
hold on. So
Yeah,
Salsa
you
without-
want- hold on.
I like salsa that doesn't have chunks.
Wait
so
a
when
second.
I get salsa,
So you're
I
saying wait, you're saying chicken, no salsa without the chunks. Can we have cheese, lettuce, tomatoes on it?
no, just cheese.
Just
No
cheese,
or
no lettuce. We can.
No lettuce
You can
or
have a
tomatoes.
you can have a cheesy gordita with chicken on it.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
will eat that with you guys if you ever meet
Cheesy
up. I
gordita
will.
crunch.
Yeah, cheesy gordita crunch with
But
without the
I have
lettuce.
to be specific. Yeah, I have to be
Wow.
specific.
We need to have a group meeting now. Who's keeping notes?
Oh, we'll
I am.
remember.
Because we need to do
she's giving-
together.
she's giving.
Can we take a second real quick? We want to say hi to Joshua. I know Joshua. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what Joshua's other name is, his streaming name, but he's a really good friend of mine. He's made it into the little chats here.
Well, appreciate you stopping by.
So we're giving a little shout out to him. If he wants me to say his name, I'll give him a quick Twitch shout out.
Well, we appreciate Joshua and Brody being on. I see they were saying some stuff. Oh, we got so deep
Yeah,
into this
sorry.
conversation.
I
Yeah,
know.
we
I've been
did.
full screen watching this, so I
Yeah.
didn't even notice. You know me. It's as soon as someone mentions, I'm like, hey.
Only
I
good
was
part
not
about
paying
Subway,
attention.
you can order the bread for $1 alone. Can you do that? Wait, what?
But yeah, you can, but that's
Yeah.
more expensive than Jimmy John's bread.
I didn't know you could do that with Subway.
And I feel like Jimmy John's bread would be better, right?
It is better. It is better for sure. 100% better. So, Josh, his government name, his not TikTok, his Twitch name now is Bumble Squeege. I'll
Bumble
type it
Squeege.
out and put it in there.
Please.
He is one of my moderators. He's a good friend. I love
Hi,
playing
Josh.
games with him.
I love that name. Bumble Squeeze or Squish?
Squeege.
Squeege.
Squeeze. It's squish
Bro.
and squeeze.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, bless you.
The fucking new
We-
answer. The new answer.
You
now is
guys-
going back, Pinky Whitney.
If you guys have seen my Twitch, he's always in there. He's always either playing games or he's talking. Like
Yeah,
he's
then
he's there.
He's probably seen me occasionally, so I'll pop in every once in a while.
There we
Yeah,
go.
pull it up. But overall, Taco Bell goes where?
Is it S tier? Yeah, because the one in Chicago has alcohol.
All
You
right,
can
I can
get-
agree to that. I don't know. I agree.
They made their own Mountain Dew, a Baja Blast.
Oh, true.
Yeah, the
True.
Baja
No,
Blast.
They're iconic. They are.
And the Baja Blast Freeze, bro.
So the
Yeah.
Baja Blast Freeze in Chicago, you can get booze. You can get tequila in it.
That's good. Okay. Yeah, that's. See, S tier. This is why I think
S
Taco Bell
tier.
is S tier.
That's S tier.
Okay, you know who else is going into S tier? It's our next guest, Wendy's.
Wait, what about TJ Friday?
Get the
Shut
fuck
up.
out of my face.
You shut the fuck up right now.
I will.
Wendy's.
I got mad because I just found out, and this is me being a total fat ass. I wanted to get the and this is me during a diet right now. I wanted to get the 50-piece nuggets, the spicy nuggets bucket, but then I found out it was only a promotional thing and it was gone. Like I called Wendy's and I'm like, I can't see it on your menu. I'm trying to order it so I can just pick it up with my wife because I don't want to go through your long line. And they're like, yeah, we don't have that anymore. It's a promotional. Maybe next year. I was like, motherfucker. Like,
But
It's
their
like the
regular
white-
nuggets are so good.
I wanted
like
a
the White
50.
Castle.
Yeah, I wanted a 50-piece.
White Castle has a Crave Crate. It's just 100 burgers.
Is that what they had on
They're
the
mini
from the
tiny
movie?
burgers. They're
Was
fire.
that for-
We'll talk about it. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll
there
get there.
next.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Wendy's for
I'll-
me is S tier.
I would give Wendy's.
I,
an S tier,
I
yeah.
understand. I understand if you guys are down and we can lower it, but for me, it's
No,
an
I'll
S
give.
tier.
I've never had anything,
Their
dude.
frosties.
I can.
Their frosties and their fries changed my fucking life.
Their baked potatoes are so good, and it's only one
Mhm.
fucking $1.
Chili.
Yeah. They gotta go S tier. They're
Thank
some
you.
of them are 24
Thank you.
hours. They're
Like
I put
the
them
one-
above Burger King and McDonald's. So
The one that I have isn't great quality, but even still, like I love Wendy's. Wendy's will always be my number one fast food. Okay, so that brings us to our last one because we don't know the other. Well, there's Wingstop, which maybe you guys have had, maybe you haven't. But White
I have,
Castle.
but Wingstop is for sure Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, agreed. So White Castle is our last one. How are you feeling about White Castle? Have you
Wait,
guys ever had?
we're not considering Wingstop.
It's not
No.
fast food.
I just had Wingstop, and they got it to me in like fucking 30 minutes.
Did you go through a drive-through?
30 minutes? 30
Well,
minutes?
yeah, it was 50 wings, bro.
Did you go through a drive-through?
No, because you didn't do it. It was
didn't.
Lila. So no, Lila did not go through drive-through. So
No.
White Castle.
Have you guys had White Castle? They're also called Crystals.
I've never had a White Castle, but I've had friends who have told me about it so much that I feel like I can put my opinion in.
I have had it. I don't like burgers. If that
I
has to be
do
clear,
want to
don't
have
They're
a White
sliders.
Castle.
To be fair, they're sliders. They're not burgers. You don't get a full size burger. From
Yeah,
them.
they're
True,
always like miniature
true.
burgers, right? Yeah.
But
they have
beef is my
chicken.
least favorite.
They have chicken sliders as well.
They do, which I've
Yeah.
had, and I've had their fries. I've been there, like, and I was so fucking excited because I've seen Harold and Kumar, and it didn't quite live up to the hype, but it was still good.
So the big thing that I'm going to put them higher than what they should be at is a Crave case, which is the one you could get at any White Castle. And it's like 30 burgers that comes in a suitcase. And it's like $36 if you get them with cheese. That's huge.
And
So wait, the thing you were
so
saying, the
value is
100,
good, but
the 100.
That's
burgers?
the case.
Okay, was that what they ordered in Harold and Kumar? Because they had all those
It
fucking
might be.
burgers.
It's a giant one. It comes huge.
Dude, they had
yeah,
like
they didn't order
fucking
that.
4 fucking like slabs of burgers.
They had a lot, but it wasn't that.
So the Crave case, if you Google it, it'll come up and it'll look like a little suitcase. And that's available always everywhere. The Crave crate looks like it came on a fucking pallet. It takes 2 hands to hold that motherfucker. There's 100 burgers in it.
I will give White Castle an A just off the infamy of it.
It's got to go A. It's good drunk food. It's 24 hours. Where the only negatives are location. They're only available in so many places.
I mean, yeah,
But-
for me, I'd have to go
but
what, New
definitely-
Jersey?
Definitely A for being in a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a whole movie about
a
it.
whole movie about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not about their counterpart, Crystals,
Nope. Just
which is the
just
same
White
thing.
Castle.
You get
Yeah,
White Castle
A.
in Vegas.
Like, so we're saying A.
Yeah, I'm going A.
All right, what the fuck is this last one?
The Walking Lizard Tavern. Yeah, Walking
gonna-
Lizard Tavern.
You know what?
Never heard of them.
I'll give them an S tier.
Get out of my face.
Okay, so I want you to take a second, look at this list. Is there anything you're mad about?
Are we revamping?
No. I want to hear your opinion because now we're done.
I feel
How are
like
you
Burger
feeling?
King definitely needs to be lowered.
I
Get the
disagree.
fuck out of here. It's at least the same as McDonald's.
Listen,
And,
I will
like,
fight you on that one. All right, we can
I'll-
enter the octagon.
We don't need weight classes. I'll throw
I
hands
know.
over this.
Let's go.
I know,
Let's go.
I know.
I will
It
fight
was-
for McDonald's glory.
I know Hitler could be your ass, but I'm there too, and I'm taking
with
the
the
cheap
king.
shots.
Right? The king.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got.
You're-
I have a lot more mass
You're
than
a-
him. If I get him in like a Kimura, it's over.
You're a clown.
But Soul, it's me and Hammered against you. We've got 4 arms and 4 legs. You're done.
Can we get Lila's opinion on McDonald's versus Burger King solely
That'd be a
just
good
that?
idea.
Lila,
Maybe sleeping.
you gotta make sure she's not sleeping.
As he screams again.
She'll definitely agree with us if he just woke her up.
Who's still in chat? What are you guys at for just solely Burger King?
Yeah, Burger King
McDonald's.
versus yeah.
Normal person?
If
Burger
anybody's
King
still here
or
hanging out with us.
McDonald's? What? Where would you rank them?
What do you mean?
What
Which
is
one's
better?
better?
What would you if you had to choose between Burger King and McDonald's at any time of the day?
I'm
But
so
But you
stressed.
always make her pick up McDonald's, so I feel like it's not fair.
I'm so
No,
stressed.
we
right
don't.
now.
We actually don't. We get more Burger King because
I'm
I
so
we-
stressed.
All right.
But I prefer McDonald's.
It's her, not for you.
It's cheaper.
It's not. It's for you. Now you're not
Say
speaking
just for
us.
her.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
I
not
prefer
cheaper. Not
McDonald's over
cheaper.
Burger King, but we eat.
No.
Burger
We're not
King.
going. We're not going by cheaper. We're just going by.
I
It's
know,
taste.
I'm
Just
fucking
taste.
explaining, you piece of shit.
No, tell her it's me. Tell her it's me. I'm sorry.
It's Frenchie. He's asking the questions.
Sorry. Tell her it's me. I'm sorry.
I am literally saying we eat
Okay.
Burger King more because it's cheaper, but I prefer if I were to eat McDonald's more because I don't like Burger King.
Taco
He
Bell.
likes
are-
McDonald's. She likes
Wow.
McDonald's more.
Wow.
Taco
So
Bell,
it's 2 to
hands
2.
down.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's 2 to 2. It's 2 to 2. Lila and Soul for McDonald's. Hammered
At least-
and Frenchie for.
At least we
Burger King.
agree on Taco Bell.
Yeah, true.
This is our list. That's from S
What
tier
is
is the best. Our fast food list. So S tier is the best, and D is the worst. Some of these I've never had. So
Already
I like
voted them
Jersey
out.
Mike's.
do you think Boston Market is better than Arby's?
Honestly, right
It's
now for
hard to
me, I know
compare
you asked
though
her,
because
but I'd
they have
lower
different
Boston
food.
Market.
Do you think
So
Boston
that's
Market
our
is a
bet?
B or should be a C?
I think it should be a C.
The only thing I think that is fully redeemable from Boston Market is their cornbread.
Yeah. Oh, I
Ooh,
forgot about
cornbread.
that. Their cornbread is really good.
I haven't
Yeah,
had theirs, but I
that's
love
like the
cornbread.
only thing that they have that's good.
It actually no, their cornbread is actually really good. I forgot about the cornbread. I
You
always
weren't
want.
there. How did you forget?
Dude,
cornbread?
I just love their meatloaf.
Never understood meatloaf. Is it like me being like raised Brazilian? I don't.
No, it's a
understand
loaf
the
of
purpose
it's a
meatloaf.
loaf of meat.
Oh my god! I'm gonna punch you. Obviously, I know what
Mike.
meatloaf is. I
It's
Just
because
pull her out to
it's
a
because
shelter.
they bake it the same way they cook like a loaf of bread, loaf of meat. She's getting upset.
She's gonna throw something at you.
The dog is.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Okay, let me explain this better. I don't understand the appeal of it. Does that get through to your pea brain?
I think it's just a style that it's made. That's
No, I just don't understand why meat is cooked in a form of bread and then eaten with ketchup. That just doesn't make sense.
So
Rocco!
first of all,
Rocco, chill out.
it's
Meatloaf
because
is American.
he sees her doing a lot of hand movement and he's like, "Calm down."
Bless you.
Meatloaf is American, first of all.
Yeah, meatloaf is an
So,
American. It's an American thing. Yeah.
I
I'm not
know,
gonna
that's
take
what I'm
this
saying.
disrespect.
I don't understand the appeal.
I don't know. I've always liked meatloaf. I've never had an issue with meatloaf.
There's actually a very high scale restaurant over here that has a high level meatloaf. And
Yeah,
it's
there's
really
there's some
fucking good.
restaurants that actually sell like really like high standard meatloafs. It's pretty crazy.
Bless you.
All right, is anything like? Do you think that should? So our S tier we have Jimmy John's, Panda Express, Sonic's Steak and Shake, Taco Bell, and Wendy's.
Okay.
I agree with everything. I have no qualms.
The only thing I could
don't
see
have
somebody
anything that's
disagreeing
worse.
with is maybe Wendy's. But I'm comfortable with it being an S tier.
I am too. Count their frosties.
Have you ever
yes,
had
that's cool.
Panera Bread?
Yeah.
Is it something? Because you lived in Coral Springs, is it something that a lot of people like in that area eat? Like, is it a go-to for them?
It's a white girl shit.
Okay.
But I'm a white girl and I don't like it.
Yeah, but you're a white girl that doesn't live in those.
Listen, I'm a basic white girl sometimes. What, give me a White Claw, I'll be all right.
Do you think Jersey Mike's is better than Subway?
Oh, yeah, that for sure. It's gotta be.
It's
I'm
hard
betting.
to say because
This is me
Subway
betting on
more
her
of the cold
answer.
cuts, while Jersey Mike's is the like cooked.
No.
I've never
Tell
had
her I'll
cold
accept
cuts
that
because I
mistake
don't
of her
think they're
confusing
cold
Jersey Mike's and Jimmy
Yes,
John's,
I don't
but
ever have
don't
this-
ever do it
Actually,
again.
I should reiterate. Lila's super like picky, like Frenchie. When she gets subs, she only gets like
cuts. Turkey.
turkey and cheese.
So
I
she's a
don't-
Jimmy John's girl.
Yeah, yeah. You actually should
Yeah.
eat more Jimmy John's.
Yeah, 'cause Jimmy John's is
what did you
better.
make
did
that?
like this
Gargantua?
No, I don't think it was Gargantua.
She would get she get the turkey
No, she
tom.
got the other one.
That you got me
She gets the
that-
turkey tom, doesn't she?
Tom.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, she
I remember
does.
you got
It's
me
been a
something
while.
from-
She hasn't had Jimmy John's in a while. I'm the one that actually would get Jimmy John's if it's around.
I'm the one with the menu memorized.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Have you ever had Cece's? I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I've had.
I know you're
CC's.
Hi, she's Brazilian.
deprived you of a lot of things.
She's Brazilian.
So I'm trying to think what else.
So
KFC or Popeyes?
don't
KFC.
ignore me.
What were you saying?
Is she Brazilian?
Oh yeah, she's Brazilian.
Has she ever had Fogo de Chao?
Fogo de Chao.
I had it when I went to Philly for my dad's birthday.
Thoughts?
What'd you think?
More expensive than it needed to be, but their food was decent.
All right, I'll take that. That was my go-to birthday restaurant for years. I haven't been to the Philly one, but I assume they're all the same.
Yeah, they're pretty much all the same. I don't know. I a lot of the meats that they bring around was a lot of pork, at least at that location.
A lot of pork.
Yeah, like
Huh.
pork on the grill.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got a lot of steak options, but
Yeah. That was the
the
only one I ever been to, and I don't eat pork, so for them like to come around like 10 times and only have like one option that was beef, I was like,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, that seems weird. I brought this one Brazilian girl I know, and we weren't dating or anything. Not that that matters, but we weren't dating or anything, and we went to a Brazilian steakhouse. And she was really happy about like a certain cut of meat that is not normal, I guess, but they had it, and it was a Brazilian styled meat. I don't know what it was. I can't remember. Is there like a Brazilian steak or something that is pretty.
Is there anything unique to Brazil when it comes to steaks? Like, is there like a style of meat?
I mean, yeah, it's the way that it's
Something that we
cooked.
couldn't get here in America.
There was like a cut or a type of meat or a seasoning or something. It was a specific Brazilian steak that she was like ecstatic they had.
So it's more of like in a sense that the way that steak is grilled in Brazil, like in a traditional churrascaria, is that it's not the way that Americans would make like on a regular Sunday grill. Like the seasonings that are done are a little different. I don't know if it's like that with all Brazilians, but at least how it was with my family. Like it's made a certain way. We go to the butcher, ask them to cut it a certain thickness so that it can be grilled a certain way.
Was it
And
called something?
huh?
Was it called something? Like, was there a
I
name
don't
for it? I guess.
remember. I can't think of it like how to translate it. Like there was just my personal favorite was chicken hearts. That was like that's the thing that
Ooh,
my family always
I
made
had a
that
really
I
good chicken
personally
heart.
loved. Mm-hmm.
I
Chicken
had really
hearts.
good chicken heart skewers from like a Peruvian place. It was really fucking good.
Oh, fuck, what is that called? Shit.
I literally got it because the description said it was skewered heart, and I was like,
Yeah.
There's an
sold. Let's
actual.
just see what it's about.
No, like there's like 6 to 7 or 8 depending
Oh,
on
that's
how
called. That
skewer
style is called anticuchos in Peru.
not in Brazil. We just call it
Maybe it was a
chicken
Peruvian
itself
place.
Yeah, it's they put like chicken heart on a steak or on a
on a skewer.
skewer
Yeah.
with vegetables that are
Oh,
cooked.
Yeah, it
not
was
with
really good.
vegetables. Just put this
Yeah,
like
no, ours is
marinate the
it's chicken
heart
heart, bell pepper, chicken heart, and like a tomato.
like
Like,
kebab.
yeah, basically.
No, in Brazil, all we do is just marinate the chicken hearts and put them on a skewer, like 6 or 7, and then
Here's a good
they're on
question:
the
would
grill.
you consider pizza fast food?
Yeah, I would say
Ooh.
it's considered fast food in the sense of if you go to a like Americanized Brazilian, Americanized pizzeria, because you can get it within 30 to 40 minutes at most places, while traditional pizza places
Pizza.
take a little bit longer. So it is technically considered fast food,
That's
but
all.
it's more of an upscale if you think about it.
I see her mindset, but I'm still leaning toward like if we took pizza into being a fast food, we'd also have to take like all diners into being fast food.
Yeah, because on this list. They have like Olive Garden. We're not considering that fast food.
No, Olive Garden is
Or
sit-down
Chili's or
restaurant.
Denny's.
I can see both sides of it, Hammer. I understand where you're coming from, where you don't see it as a fast food, but I think it depends on the brand. Like you get Domino's Pizza, they're like, oh, ready in 30 minutes or less. That is more of like going towards the fast food, while CC's is less of a fast food because they have the sit down restaurant and it takes a little bit longer for them to cook. So it pizza I feel is in that like gray middle area.
100%. I think the big thing was the drive-through, and CC's only got put in because when you walk in, there's one
It's
ready.
ready. Yeah, CC's
True.
already ready.
Casey's does have it ready, like when you go in.
That's the only reason CC's got put in was because when you walk in, there's at least a pizza ready.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good with this list. I'm fine.
Are you
I'm
guys
good
not
too.
adding anything else?
No.
The only thing I can see is lowering Boston, lowering Wendy's, and that's the only
Nope.
thing I'd be all right with.
It's
But
solid
like,
now.
I'm not about lowering them.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think it's all
In
good.
fact, I didn't even put Wendy's up there in the S tier. I didn't even move it on my end, but I just did it right now.
So I have an Am I the Asshole, but I've also been reading more of my students' responses to the whole chairs thing. And this one is from a student who came here and didn't really speak a lot of English. And I typed to her in Google Translate from English to Spanish, just like, how did you feel about yesterday? Like, were you confused? Whatever. And here's her response. And she wrote in English, which I'm super proud of. But here is her response. She said, I feel confused. I don't understand why that happened. Just as I think it was because they started using the chairs to play with them and they started damaging them. And I think that's why this happened. And I think we have to take care of school things just like our things. And besides, I think it was because they started to draw things for them and the elastic bands of their mask, the chairs were tied. So that's someone who doesn't really speak a lot of English, who really had no idea what happened when all the chairs were gone. I thought it was crazy. But I have two Emily Assholes, which obviously, like, we're running super long, so we don't have to do.
We'll do one. We'll save the other one.
Okay. Let me pull up the first one here. No, we did that one. We did that one last week. Okay. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Just lost it. I clicked on the wrong arrow. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. I know it's right here. Okay. Am I the asshole for kicking out my girlfriend? And I know we'll all agree on this, but I just thought this was batshit nuts. So, I have a cat named Raven, who's 3 years old. My girlfriend of 2 years moved in with me a few weeks ago, and it was clear she didn't like my cat. I didn't think it was really a big deal until one day I got home and he was just gone. He's not an outdoor cat and never goes outside. He was gone for hours, and I was worried sick until my buddy came to my house and returned him, saying he found him 2 blocks from my house. I asked my girlfriend how my cat, who has never tried to go out before, ended up that far from my house, and she admitted to kicking him out. I was furious, saying she had no right to kick him out, and told her that since she thought she had the power to kick my cat out, I wanted her out of my house by the end of the month. She cried that she had nowhere to go and that she would live on the streets. I said I didn't care and told her to leave by the end of the month. My friends think I'm being too harsh, but my cat could have died because of her, and I don't want her trying anything else. Am I the asshole?
Nah. That's a complete like step over the boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah, if you do anything to my animal, I'll throw you out immediately.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
And keep in mind, it was a black cat. And this was right before Halloween.
So
Are we bringing in racism?
This is
What's
racial.
going on
This
here?
is racial.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, but it's true. Like, shelters won't let people adopt black cats in October because they'll
Wait, what?
kill them. Yeah, no, it's a thing. Like,
That's a
because
real
black cat-
thing?
Yeah, no, it's a real
They're
thing.
killing
You
them for like
cannot-
what, rituals?
Yeah, you cannot adopt a black cat anywhere near Halloween.
Really? I never
Mhm.
knew that.
I had
Yeah,
to sign a
look it up.
thing saying I wasn't going to feed this hamster to an animal, and I 100% did.
Oh,
Who'd you feed it to?
Well, we had a really large savanna monitor, and that's what he ate. Bigger animals. So like the baby rats they would feed you weren't big enough, and a full size rat could like bite and like hurt the lizard. So like we got bigger things like hamsters and gerbils. You could do a
Yeah.
rabbit, but rabbits, I don't if you've ever heard a rabbit get bitten. We did it one time and I'll never do that again.
Probably got kicked in the mouth.
It sounds like a child.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. No,
It
that's not good.
screams.
Anyway, yep, no, anyway. But yeah, we can all agree that this woman is insane and
Yeah, for
needs to
sure.
be being kicked
Yeah.
out.
That's unreal that you feel any sort of right to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather you give me the ultimatum of like it's the pet or you, and I can
Yeah,
make a
like-
decision.
Soul, could you imagine if someone just came in and kicked Rocco out and just like pushed him out of the door and was like, "Bye"?
To be fair, I think dogs and cats are a little different.
A
I'm
little
not
bit.
condoning. I'm not condoning
No.
this, but like,
No. I understand like cats are more able to like survive on their own. There's a lot more stray cats and whatever.
A dog can't. Yeah.
But I'm just saying the love for your animal, like my 3 cats, I love
Is-
them just as much as you guys love your dog or
is there a
dogs.
question
Hammered.
mark? Is there a question mark if the cat was like an outside cat?
No,
Or is
he
there
said
like no
he
question
literally
mark?
he literally said she's never been an outside cat. It's only
Yeah, but
been
he
an inside
knows
cat.
that. How long have they been together?
2 years?
Yeah, she's got to know. 2 years, she's got to
yeah,
know.
She's got to know.
Gotta know what.
That it's not an
out-
outside
it's-
cat.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
an outside cat. Yeah.
I was trying to be benefit of the doubt, devil's advocate.
No.
Maybe she thought the cat would be fine out there.
I-
No, she
just-
sent it out hoping it would die.
Just to
honestly.
go back on
she
that.
said
like,
that?
No, but that's
Oh.
what I think. Like when you kick a cat out, you don't care.
Yeah, I was just like, she said that? That's wild.
I do want to say though, if it's a dog and a cat, I feel like if it's a dog, because like the cat, it's usually gonna like, and I'm just going off of like how I've had cats and dogs. Like I've had a cat and it's gotten out, and like it was fairly okay until we found it. But like we lost the dog and the dog got ran over by a car because he just goes, he runs.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that's what most they don't look in
just
for
out there.
danger. They just go. And like you have more of a like a risk with your dog. I've had Rocco get off the leash and like cross streets with cars
they don't
coming.
give a shit.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Well,
All
most
right.
dogs will assert the problem once it's bitten them,
Yeah.
right?
So it's like you do like if you were to do that to a dog, you're like a fucking cruel piece of shit. Like to either one, but it's like, dude, the dog is more like you almost guaranteed something. You're either gonna lose that dog because that dog is gone and it's not gonna know how to get its way back unless it really knows. Cats, I feel like I've lost a cat and it came back. It just chilled outside. It just needed its like I guess went out on an adventure and
Needs
came
some
back.
water, needs some
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, it's really weird with cats. Like I was like, what happens if like what's gonna happen to the cat? And it's like my dad was just like, yeah, it's gonna come back.
Either way, she's an asshole.
Yeah, she's an asshole, like for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you never. Especially number one, the cat was there first.
Yep. And the cat's
like, no
gonna
matter
be
what
there
animal
after.
it is, like they were there.
I find that
first.
real fucked up that if you are in a relationship with somebody who had a pet before you were in that
How
relationship,
did you think that was gonna go?
you should
Yeah.
have no right. You know, I had a friend who had this dog, right? His name was Pookie, and like it was a nice small dog. He it wasn't like a bulldog, but it was like a really small dog, and it was really old at this point, and it had like a breathing issue. It was like he was like a Shih Tzu, but he had like a breathing issue. Like you can hear him like every time he breathes, like one of those dogs, and he had him for like the majority of his life. And he got this one girl pregnant, and like all of us kind of knew like this girl was kind of bad news. And one day, like he just got rid of the dog. Like when we went there, the dog wasn't there. And she was like, "Oh, because my girl didn't want him anymore because since we're having a kid, she says that she doesn't want a dog around the kid." And I was just like, one, you grew up with that dog, and your siblings grew up with that dog, so I don't understand what the problem is. And two, that dog has been here literally longer, like than she's been here, like for years longer than she's been here.
Yeah.
I think it actually messed up because he was living with his mom, but by that point, after they got rid of the dog, he ended up moving out. So I thought it was even more fucked up because I think the mom really liked the dog and would have not minded if it stayed there while her son left. But he already got rid of the dog. I guess he got it to he got it to another family. So I guess like he just didn't go to a pound. I would have been really pissed as a friend if I found out he took that dog to the pound and just left it there. Like, what the fuck, bro? You've had this dog for like 10 years and you just left him at the pound, my guy? Like, I don't think I could be friends with you no more, my guy. Like, that says a lot about your character.
Yeah, that's wild. That's like, I don't know.
There's some people that are like
call
that.
him for help.
Yeah, there's some people that are like that though. Like they've had a dog for like who knows how long and they take him to the pound. If I could not keep Rocco anymore, no effing way am I taking him to the pound.
No,
I am finding
go to a friend.
Oh yeah, I'm going to
somebody I know.
Yeah, somebody
I'm
else I
going
know.
I'm going homeless and I'm taking my cats.
Well, yeah, I would.
Well,
No, I would feel bad if I like. Let's say I go homeless or like something happens, and I just don't want to. I want Rocco to have a home. Like it's not fair to the dog either.
Yeah.
So I'd want.
I fucked up doesn't mean Bud needs to be on the streets.
That's why I kind of feel bad sometimes. Like I'm kind of cool with how the size of Rocco is. If I had a bigger dog, I'd feel really bad having the size apartment and having a bigger dog. Because it just sucks for them. They need to be able to run around and move. And just being cooped up is really fun. I still feel bad some days. Like, especially with COVID happening. Like, Rocco wasn't able to go out besides going to the bathroom. I used to take him to the dog park. And I feel bad because he just doesn't get to go out as much. Like, he's just stuck at home. And it's no way for a dog to live. They should be able to run around at least.
I've looked out that Bud doesn't give a fuck. I'll take him to the park and he'll just stand by me or go see other people. He just wants to be around people.
Yeah.
Like chill.
Yeah, but yeah, I would definitely find like a family friend or a friend of a friend's that I know they can vouch for that really wants a dog. Like I'm making sure that my dog, if I have to leave him, he's going to a good home, doesn't have to worry about shit, still gonna get everything he needs. Like no way am I ever gonna leave him at a pound. Fuck, that's just like sending him back. Like what?
Yeah.
yeah, but you would never do that if like you moved in with a girl and she was like, "You got to get rid of your pet." Like, you
I
wouldn't do
would.
that.
I would
You'd
never.
never.
I would never even bring up that. You got to get rid of the pet. Like I'd just be like, you know what? I either get used to it or
This
it's
is
not
gonna
it.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you get rid of your pet for sure.
Hammer, did you have a weird conspiracy theory for us?
So I have two.
All right.
Give me
I
one.
have a quick one, a fairly quick one, and I have an in-depth one.
All
Let's
right.
do fairly quick, in depth next week.
Yeah, we'll do the
All
in-depth next week. Give me the quick one.
The in-depth one is wild, but we'll do the quick one.
This better be a one that's more like not the fucking. Which one did you give us last time? The JFK one?
No, that the Holocaust was fake.
Okay, yeah. Give me a more recent one.
All right. The headline basically is Disney created Frozen as a distraction.
Oh.
Have you
Oh,
heard
I've heard
this?
about this so many times.
I've never heard about this.
I love it. I love it. I believe it.
So there's a big conspiracy that Walt Disney used cryogenics technology to freeze himself when he died. The Disney family says no, that never happened. And the new theory is that the Walt Disney Company created the movie Frozen to hack Google's algorithm. So that when you search for Frozen Disney or Freeze Disney, Frozen, the movie comes up.
What?
So that you can't search Walt Disney
How
Frozen.
have you never heard this, Soul?
I've never heard of that. No, I've never heard of that one.
So
Dude, there's so many
that's-
conspiracy theories going on. Like, I've never heard of the Frozen one. I've heard of
Yeah, but this is a big one.
that. Is it
It's
really
big
that big?
distraction. Yeah.
Make a movie to hide that you've like frozen yourself.
That makes a lot of sense though. Like now, yeah.
I mean,
if you
it
put
seems logical.
Walt Disney Frozen in ice, you're gonna get
Oh, that's
frozen.
co-
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna
you'll even get a live on ice version now.
That's interesting. Wow. I mean, how prevalent? What I mean, the whole thing about Walt Disney being frozen was like big news, like at the time and like a couple of decades after. But like now, by the time Frozen came out,
So now they're saying they're hiding it.
can you imagine if that like Walt
What if
Disney?
that's real?
Walt Disney comes back in like 2060. He's
I
like,
froze
I
myself,
was,
bitches."
yeah, I was frozen.
What if he came out and was like, yeah, the movie came out because of that. I don't even like Frozen, and he like
Yeah.
takes it out of the Disney collection.
Dude, sometimes I think we're gonna live in we're gonna at this point we're gonna live in one of those realities where it's like all those cartoon shits happen. Like Jesus is actually like a really like a normal dude at a CD shop from
So
Family
like
Guy.
this fucking goes into my deeper conspiracy theory that
We'll save
Just
it.
mention it. Tease it.
Yeah,
Tease it
you
a
want,
little.
you want a teaser?
What is
Ready
it?
for a
Yeah,
teaser?
what's a
Little
teaser?
tease. Give us a little tease.
I'll give you the tease. The Earth has been sucked into a black hole, and the world is actually over. The European Organization for Nuclear Research is at the heart of a lot of crazy conspiracy theories, including people who believe that when CERN discovered the Higgs boson, which we'll get into next week of what it is,
What the fuck?
in 2012, it's a way of like doing shit with particles. But again,
Okay.
we'll dive deeper next week. They inadvertently created a black hole that Earth was sucked into, and they think the world ended in 2012, but we haven't realized it yet.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need more info on that later.
Yeah,
That
and I'm
actually
not
sounds
the mindset to
interesting.
understand.
Yeah, that's just kind of like, wait, what?
That
So what are
one's- that
what are
one's
we in
wild.
an after dream? This is like the last moments of our lives. Like,
Essentially, like we're in a dream, we're in like plugged into the Matrix, like the world as we know it is dead. We're flying through a black hole.
okay, all right, well, we'll settle that for next week.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Until next time, shout outs.
on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Dun, dun, dun. All right,
Wait, Soul, I
what?
meant to ask you, have you watched Cowboy Bebop yet?
No, we're gonna watch it all together.
I watched one episode.
Shame
lie to
on
you.
you. Shame on you.
I had
When
to
are
watch
you
it
gonna
with
watch
my
it?
girlfriend. She falls asleep when we watch things, so like I knew we weren't going to get through a lot of it. We got through a quarter of an episode. I had an edible and I passed out too.
Understandable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Soul, when is everyone watching it? Because I'll join.
We'll set up a schedule because I'd like Minion and everybody to watch. So we'll figure it out.
All right.
Can we post
Shout
up a
out,
link real quick? Can we post up a link to like the Discord for people to join? Can we do that
for the
for the
Well,
podcast?
Yeah,
they
so
could, like,
Mr. Main
Or actually
Mod
do
here.
this if you want to, because it's just better for us to like not send out a bunch of invites because then anybody can join. And unfortunately, we have to like we've gotten
we have to
into-
limit.
yeah, well, not limit. We just got to make sure like it doesn't go to everybody because
who
we've had
freed?
instances where people just come in and just say the wildest shit. So
Yeah.
So,
How do we
yeah.
have a request? How do
if
they
you want,
request?
you can always request. If you have a Twitter, you can always request it on our Twitter so we know who you are.
We're just smart, not sober.
Yeah, or you can always email us at smartnotsoberpodcast@gmail.com.
That Soul checks all the time. Let it be known that Soul checks
Uh,
it. None of us
I
check
think-
it. Soul
I
checks
think
it.
So I
Minion
think
can
it's
check it
Smart
too.
Not Sober.
Smart
I
Not
think it's
Sober
Smart Not
podcast,
Sober
sorry.
at
Or Smart Not
Gmail.
Sober at Gmail. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Type
looked
it
that
in.
up.
Type it.
Yeah, Soul.
Smart, not sober.
At Gmail.
Is it podcast or no?
No, it's Smart
Twitter.
Not. It's
That's
just
his Twitter.
Smart, not sober at gmail.com.
But the Twitter is on me, and anytime I get a message, it sends me a notification. So
yeah. I
so-
actually invited Brody. He's a friend from work, and yeah, he likes it. So I'm glad that he
What's
liked
up,
it.
Brody?
Well, we're doing shout outs. What the fuck am I talking about? What is my
But thanks, Brody, for listening. We appreciate it.
I'm trying to remember what
Friend, quote unquote.
he's my supervisor.
Oh, hi, Brody. Give Soul a raise.
Or if he could, I hope he does. What's my shout out? Oh, what am I talking about? My shout out. I know what my shout out is. I wanted to shout out One Piece. Today is the 1000th episode of One Piece. And I am
Oh.
truly happy that I have been watching this one series of an anime from the start back in 2000. It's been going strong. The story has been amazing so far. I think it's gonna go down as one of like a big piece of like a masterpiece of literature. Like,
So it is a good show.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I
haven't watched a single episode.
It is a continuous story all through the 1000 episodes. There's like one filler season and it's like 20 episodes, but even that kind of ties into a lot of things. But it's a very good. I love the community that it's built over the years. There's a lot of mysteries between like what people think about what's gonna happen. A lot of the different shit that we've seen. I mean, it's a true like a work of art. Like how much world building there is. Like I mean, YouTubers have made a career on YouTube just talking about the world of One Piece and not even the characters, just like the mysteries of the world that is created. And have built like YouTube careers. Like, I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers that could dedicate like that One Piece to like making their career. Like all they do is One Piece theories, reviews, reactions, news updates. Like it's One Piece is probably one of the biggest things in Japan. They hold it really close. I give it a lot of credit just because like when there was I think it was like a tsunami in one of the cities in Japan. Oda Sensei, who created One Piece, donated a lot of money, like to help them out, and they ended up building this. They're still building statues of the crewmates of the One Piece of Straw Hats, and it's so popular that people now go there as a tourist attraction and it boosts the economy. That's how popular One Piece is. Like One Piece is probably the most popular anime like right now of all time in Japan. I hate you, Frenchie. Anyways, 1,000 episode was today. It was really nostalgic because the first opening back in like 1999, 2000, like they remade it, but just all the characters how they look now, like frame by frame, they remade it with the new drawing style and everything, and it was like really cool to watch. It was really nostalgic because I haven't seen that opening in like I don't know, like 5 years. It's been a while since I've seen the first episode.
All right. I'll give my shout out to my school district because only having Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday after Thanksgiving, I have the whole entire next week off.
Nice.
So I'm super pumped. I didn't know that until a couple days ago, and I was like, "Oh, I have the entire week off."
I've
yeah.
never heard of a school doing that.
Me, yep, nope, me either. But
You only got Thursday, Friday, and that's it off.
No, it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, not for us.
We
still have to go to school Wednesday. Thursday, because Thanksgiving, and then Friday, because Black Friday.
Yeah. No, I have the entire week off, which is stupid, but I'm not going to complain. So, shout out to having my entire next week off. Woohoo!
Shout outs. All right, Hammer. This shout out's been brought to you by Coin Flip.
No, if we're gonna shout somebody out, it's goddamn Pink Whitney. That's
I was gonna say.
Shout out. I'm gonna shout out Squeegee, Bumble Squeege, who I put up in the chat. It's literally like it sounds, Bumble, and then Squeege is SQUEEGE. Find him on Twitch. He's my boy. He streams some games. Fun dude. He's looking for affiliate. He did just start streaming, although he's been in the community for a long time.
Oh, I'll throw him a follow.
Did you post his link in the chat?
I did. I
didn't see it.
I did.
Post it again because I didn't see it. And
wait, in which chat? Our chat or the?
In the YouTube.
Oh, YouTube chat.
Yeah, I didn't see it. The only thing I saw you wrote was Taco Bell Cantina.
Yeah, that's all I saw.
Really?
So post it again and then post in Discord, and I'll definitely follow.
I just put it up again. It might block out links, but I don't know.
Might. Yeah.
I just put it up right now.
Definitely put it in our chat, like our group, or on.
I'm not sure why it's blocking out links. Shouldn't.
Yeah.
We'll still.
We'll look into it.
All right. Well, that has been the podcast for the week. You will be able to.
Enjoyed.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody was on, and I hope you guys enjoy. We'll be back on next week, same time. Well, around the same time, 9:30 to 10. But we'll be here Saturday. I appreciate everybody who's been on the Podbean and downloading. The new episode, or the latest episode, didn't go up this week because Podbean had some weird issue with their thing. But I believe as of Monday it gets fixed, and I already have the schedule upload. So I just gotta wait until Monday.
Sounds good.
So you'll get
Thanks everyone
episode
for tuning
4.
in.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back next Saturday, between 9:30 and 10. And I don't know what we'll have next week. Hammer, are you gonna be on? Are you busy?
We'll see.
I don't know if it's too early to ask.
I don't see a reason right now I'm not here.
Okay.
Just realize Thanksgiving is this week.
Oh
so
yeah,
happy
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving,
is
y'all.
this week. So we'll see if we'll
Yeah.
have one. Just check our Twitter. We
I-
may or may not. We'll see, depending on what everybody's going at, what everybody's schedule is.
To be fair, there's a high likelihood I'm available.
Okay. I would probably be available. So if we're 3 available, we'll have the podcast.
Yeah.
But we'll play by ear because we don't. It's Thanksgiving. You never know what happens.
Yeah.
Um,
we might be naked.
I mean, I could turn my camera off.
I'm naked right now. That's why my camera's off.
Oh well, thanks for letting everybody know. They have a visual, like they know
Well,
now you're
if
naked.
you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
All right, everybody.
All
Everybody
right.
have a great night. Thank you for stopping by.
Have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving, all.
Happy